Alright, what is up, gamers? It's your boy DeBoss, and I'm back with Boa and the Otaku 93.
Yo, 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 yo.
I was told there would be food. Oh wait,
Pop
I
Tarts.
have food.
Someone lied to you. I have this bag of Doritos.
Okay.
Hey, what's up, Sormod? Hey, so glad you dropped in, buddy. We're gonna, as this title depicts tonight, after finishing Kingdom Hearts 3, we are gonna make a tier list of all the Kingdom Hearts games we streamed together.
Uh-oh. Does this mean we get to argue?
Yes, there may be some debates, discussions,
Okay, hang on.
disagreements per se.
Let me stretch my back. Let me. Okay, hang on. Ooh, crack the neck. There we go.
Oh boy.
Okay.
We're gonna run some stuff back.
You do. First, we'll get some background music on. There we go.
I'm gonna say this when we get to Kingdom Hearts 3.
Let's go. Too bad I didn't join, but a tier list. Let's go. I wish I could join, but blame Master Xehanort. Yeah, Master Xehanort. Oh gosh, don't remind me.
Just keep your sanity intact, buddy.
Try to keep your sanity intact, dude. What do you think? Should we let him join if he wants to?
Only if he wants to.
Alright.
Well,
You know
we did mean for this. We did mean for this to be chill.
Yeah, I think this would be chill. Now I'm not fighting any more data boss fights or Yozora, finally.
No more stress. Oh my.
Exactly. No more stress.
No more whatever the hell you would have said like 50 billion times.
Got this.
Got this. Got this. Like, no,
Really?
you don't got this.
Do you? Do you got this?
He's
Are
like,
you sure?
Do you got this?
Okay. All
Alright.
right. So we have our tiers here. So is there any particular like criteria that we have for the rankings?
Well, I say we start with naming these tier boxes here. It's like, what do we want? Do you want to give them any special names besides S, A, B, tier D?
We can do S tier as goated.
I mean, I'm down for that.
Goated.
Sure. Alright, so S tier is goated.
A is. What would A be?
Mm,
Enjoyable?
Yeah.
Enjoyable.
I say A tier, just enjoyable.
You know what? Actually, we make A tier as corny as it is. Let's make A tier just amazing, like not goated, but just amazing. And then B tier could be enjoyable.
I feel like goated and enjoyable will be on the same level, though.
Well, Goated is like, okay, I would say Goated is like the game where it's like everything just went right with it. Like it was just like I feel like it meets the three criteria of great pacing, great story, great battle. Or actually, no, let me say great music, great battle, great story.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like where the nitpicks are so minor that they literally don't really impact the game itself.
And I already know which game is probably going to go into that category.
Oh, I think I do too.
I think we have the same game in mind, Boa.
Yep.
Okay, so say our A tier will be amazing.
Amazing.
There
B tier
is.
B
Hey, Soramod. What's up, Laura?
B tier is adorable.
Alright,
What the hell are you guys doing today?
we're doing good. You want to help us make a tier list?
And I hate my headphones having. Oh my god.
I say C. C should be mid.
Wait, C should be what, Courtney?
C should be mid.
I'm on my phone.
Yeah.
That's why.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So C tier is
C for
mid.
mid.
That's why.
D tier.
D tier should be
D tier
darkness. Darkness.
Ah, clever.
D for darkness.
Alright. Do we want to add
You're
another
banished to the
tier?
dark realms.
No, because I would only add another tier if like I had any real vitriol for a game, and I can't think of like any of the Kingdom Hearts games that I had vitriol for.
You know what? That's fair.
Like we have ones that we go, yeah, obviously, like that one's not nearly as good as the others, but I'm like, I don't hate it. Like I would save an E tier for like a game that I actively go, I hate this. I don't like anything about this.
Okay, so that'd be like something below darkness then. I think darkness is our lowest point in the tier.
I don't know if we
Don't
have
do-
it here, but the only game I could think of that would be like hated is like maybe
Recoded.
not Recoded. Is that the one
Hey,
with like
guess what?
with, like
That's why we are not. I am not playing Recoded again. That game was ridiculously, obnoxiously
Me either, dude.
underrated.
is that the one
Underrated.
with like the Data Sora and the Data Riku?
Yes. The one
Yeah,
with
that's
it's
whenever
Riku.
games
They
got-
put bugs
Recoded-
in him.
They
Coded-
got
That's-
memes
that's
in
the
there
only
saying,
one.
Originally,
Yeah,
it was
the-
coded
the-
as a mobile game. It originally was a mobile game at first.
Yes.
That's the only
Yeah.
game I can
Yeah.
think of that I would have any sort of vitriol for. I don't even really have that much for it.
it could have been better.
You could skip it on it. I mean, you really honestly could.
It is a
because
very
the only,
skippable game.
Because the only content you really needed is just in the ending. Like everything else
Like,
before
what-
that is just you don't
I
really
was
need
just
it.
thinking
I
that
would
the other
say
day.
the
It's like
game was not. The game
all
was
you
not
have to
even
do-
fun.
just
I
go on
played-
YouTube and just go pull up the ending and just go watch the ending cutscene. There you
I
go.
was literally.
Yeah,
I was
that's what I did for
literally
Birthday
fighting
Sleep. I was
Rockstar.
like, we're not watching this. We're not playing this game.
Yeah.
We're just gonna watch the ending and go to Dream Drop Distance.
Exactly.
Mhm.
I was literally fighting Roxas. This dude literally one shots me, man. Like for no reason. How can you say this game is fun?
Exactly. It's like, how can you
Well.
say this game's fun?
Okay.
Alright.
Ooh.
I think you already know which one's going in darkness. That's recoded.
Yeah.
By unanimous decision.
Oh, yeah.
My arch enemy recoded. Don't. Please put that thing forever. All right.
All right.
Alright.
I did not realize how many games I like. Oh my.
Some of these
Oh
are
my.
mobile games, things we haven't heard of. Or
So,
things we
okay.
Some are
skipped
mobile,
over.
yeah. Some are re-releases and some are mobile games. Like, so if we
Okay.
really want to count like every single release, you're looking at 20-something games. If you
Yeah.
only count like the actual like just one single entry, like we don't count the 1.5 to 2.5 to 2.8, whatever, you're looking at maybe 13, 14 games.
Correct.
Correct. Yeah, 100%, bro. Just literally 100%. You know, it could have been way better if Recoded was like a Nintendo type of 3DS game, but
Honestly, I
The-
agree. It should have
It-
been
it remi-
at least remade for the 3DS, like how Dream
Yeah.
Drop Distance was made for
you
it.
got for some reason you got Mega Man Legends free can. So, oh wait, that reminds me of the Kingdom Hearts Misty Lane cancellation too, because I was gonna be excited for the game, but guess what? We are all disappointed that game was canceled because the fact it was in development. Why? Because people don't want people hate mobile games. But me, I'm a huge big fan, but never got hate to this before. But hey, still
True.
love
Don't say that to
mobile games.
Japan. Japan loves mobile games.
They do love mobile games, so
Oh, I would know, Mr. Twisted Wonderland over here.
Oh, that's
true.
right. That started on that's on Disney Plus now. That's
Yes,
right.
I gotta get started on that. Recoded can descend into eternal
I looked-
darkness.
Thank goodness, Recoded is.
I
How
looked at that
about?
English cast list. I wonder why I'm playing the game. all of a sudden.
Excuse me, sorry.
I
Oh,
wonder
you
indeed.
burp.
Oh my God.
How about? What about? I can't even see that. What about?
How about we start from the beginning? So we'll
I was
start
gonna
with
say,
Kingdom Hearts
What?
1.
How
Okay,
about
so-
Kingdom Hearts 1? You know that?
It's the
Where-
original
where-
release. Now, when you saying that, though, this is the original release, right?
Well, yeah, but the one we
Like-
streamed is the final mix, which I think that'd be the one
Yeah.
we'd go off
Did
of.
you know like there is a one thing there was an in development of October of 2001 because there was a little bit in development in 2001, which is going to be the final release of the KH1 game. I don't know.
Mhm.
The original
I
game
don't
came out in
remember.
02, and then
Right.
and then Final Mix came out in 2003. The thing with Final Mix, and this is a little tidbit for everybody, including you, chat, is that in the original US version of Kingdom Hearts 1, they actually had special boss fights that weren't included in the Japanese version, which is the Kurt Zisa and the
Yes.
fight at Neverland. And then in Final Mix, they were eventually included,
Phantom.
which is also the
Eh,
international
I'm
edition that was
sorry.
included in Japan.
I believe
I am
Sephiroth was
sorry, but
also
Phantom?
one that wasn't included in the
Right.
Japanese release originally also.
I'm sorry, but Phantom literally, he just literally. Oh, what is this boss fight? What do you gotta do? Oh, it's really fun and easy. All you gotta do is use corresponding correct magics in order to defeat him. But lucky me, it's just that hard. But hey, still beat him to this day before, but hey, congrats. Also, don't forget about the Xemnas boss fight. One of the best ones.
True. That was one of the best ones in the final mix.
Also, bonus fact: the Kurt
Yes.
Zisa thing was apparently a contest, so anybody who won got their name in the game.
Oh.
That's why it's called
Kurt
Kurt
Zisa.
Zisa, because the guy's name was Kurt.
Oh.
Yeah,
Wow.
the guy who won it was named Kurt, so that's why it's called Kurt Zisa, because it was a contest,
Huh.
and he got his name in. Yeah.
The more you know.
Hey, respect that.
I
Probably
do
very cool
respect
name.
that indeed.
But yo, yeah. Kingdom Hearts 1, I did play it before. You know what? I would say I want to play the game again. I mean, the game was very fun.
Like, it's the first game of the
but-
series, and it was my first Kingdom Hearts game, so it's very memorable to me. Especially
Exactly.
the story.
But hey,
It's-
But it took me hours and
Ding.
hours to get an ultimate weapon before because I had an ultimate weapon. I thought I was done with the game.
You know?
But hey, ultimate weapon sucks. I'm sorry.
We were. Let's be honest, right? When that game came out,
Mhm.
we were kids, just coming out of elementary school. I'm assuming going into middle school.
Yep. Within
It's
that
the three of
range.
us, and
Mhm.
just this idea of, I think the marketing was the smartest thing they could have done for the game, to go, hey kids, do you like Disney characters? Yeah. Do you want to run around in a world with Disney characters? Yeah.
Yeah,
And then you can
I remember seeing the first
Okay,
commercials.
okay,
See this
cool.
game with all these
Yeah.
Disney characters. I was like, oh my gosh,
It's so-
what is
No, the
this? I was
marketing
like,
was
I want to play
fantastic.
this.
The
Me and my
marketing was
sister saw
great.
them. We were kids. We were like, Mom, we want to play this game. Can we please
You
get
know
this
what?
game, please?
You know what? Let's just say the fact. My dad plays Kingdom Hearts before, but my mom does. She simply knows Kingdom Hearts 2 before, but yeah. When I was playing Smash Brothers Ultimate, I was looking at this Sora character, like, where is he from? Where is he this and that? My dad told me he's from Kingdom Hearts, and I said, oh, what's this Kingdom Hearts about? It's all about Disney, where Sora goes adventures to any Disney worlds that he has to save, right?
Mhm.
So that's what it is all about. A simple teenage boy grabs an oversized key, literally walks up Disney worlds to save. That's all to it. There it is. It's all about light and darkness.
That was actually a really good summary. Good job.
Yeah, it is a good summary because I was playing it. He was my actual my true main because I just love this character, and he was really fun to play.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
I love Sora. To
Yeah.
be honest.
So of course, I'll say story. Always loved the story in Kingdom Hearts 1 because it's the first
I
one, the
love
entry.
sto-
Very
Yeah,
memorable.
you gotta.
The voice acting is top tier.
Let's not forget about.
I think they.
You're stupid.
Exactly.
I think the
that
voice
too.
acting for the first game was pretty classical, and I think they just didn't feel like replicating it. They decided to go a cheaper route for the later games. But can you look back on the first game and think about how the cast? I mean, you got Billy Zane, you
Mhm.
got
Also,
you got All Star Disney cast. You got what's that guy from NSYNC? Lance Bass playing Sephiroth.
Yeah.
You know, you got Chrissy Carlson Romano.
Mhm.
You know,
The thing about-
And
The
you
thing
got, and
that
you
really
got,
stands out about the first.
and you got
Kingdom Hearts-
Haley Joel Osment playing as, the most.
we'll get that
iconic
to a second.
characters.
Now, what were we gonna say,
yeah, we'll
Boa?
get to Haley in a second.
The thing about the first Kingdom Hearts game that is probably the most unique thing about it that really stands out, it's probably the only game in the franchise that really leans hard into the Disney World aspect of it. Like, hey, this is like the villains of Disney are here and are actively plotting and trying to get something done. And it's like, we don't really ever see that come up again after that. And
Yeah, it's very
probably-
original. Yeah,
I feel like it's the game that really leans into Disney more than all of the other ones. So it's fascinating in that sense, in that regard.
right.
True.
Like you don't really see that much in the later games. Where you maybe in 2, but like in 1, it's like the main villains are pushing. It's like you have the original plot and their movie plot like mashed together to the point of
Exactly.
like
That's what
it
I
blends
realized.
well.
Exactly.
Yeah, it
That's
really
what I
does.
realized.
It has like a really good balance.
Remember the one time? Remember the one time where in the Aladdin movie where where Jafar gets sucked up in the I forgot what it's called, the lamp, the wishing lamp, or the whatever it's called. But Sora, on the other hand, he does it alternatively. I don't know how you pronounce that word. I'm sorry. Yeah, but yeah, the Disney villains got their own main plot, and this game got its own alternative plot. So this game is actually amazing. I can tell the fact Dragon Maleficent got me a hard time because it sucks. Let's just say I want to say is the Neverland was one of my favorites because I just like the soundtrack and its combat, but the story to it was kind of good to it. But last thing is like the Wandraker was actually outstandish. I just love it because the theme song, it was kind of perfect, but there was no Disney villains. It's the only world without any Disney villains.
It's like also like.
Neverland?
Wait, which one?
Which world did you say?
Are you talking about the end of the world? You mean?
No, not the one. I'm talking about the book one. The book version.
Oh, the 100-Acre Wood.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah, that makes
is supposed to have a villain because it's a relaxing. It's basically just the minigame world. It's a relaxation spot where you can do mini games, and it's like, hey, take a break from fighting the world.
Oh, don't get me started with minigames. Minigames is kind of atrocious to me because I literally hate platforming. But minigames are very fun. But hey, I gotta say one of my favorite ones is the it's not the bounce up from Kingdom Hearts 2. I want to say the Tigger one or the hide and seek type of thing. I would say the Tigger one was actually very fun because while Tigger is like bouncing on the carrots or something.
Yeah,
but
bounce on the platform kind of thing. Yeah.
I just the fact it was kind of easy, but he gave me hard problems. But hey, gotta love the mini game. Very fun to play.
Yeah, no, the mini games. I think with KH1, I think like with KH1 is that you could even on a normal mode. I feel like it's not very, but it's much more difficult than the prior games on normal mode because you didn't really know where the balance was. Like it gave you. I think the difficulty for at least when I was playing as a kid, like, was definitely like, hey, this is actually a little bit tricky, and then just trying to understand like the complexity of all of it, and it's like, yo, I don't know, but what is going on? I don't get it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Twitch chat will be starting in 3 minutes. Just a heads up. Anyway, continue.
Right. I want to say that Kingdom Hearts 1, I will say it's got to be S tier because you get the story, you get the plot to it, the voice acting, the characters, the gameplay, the story, you know. But the
you get some of the most
are
iconic lines in the whole series, like, "I don't need a weapon. My friends are my power."
Yes.
See, I'm gonna say something controversial.
Exactly.
I'm gonna say something controversial here.
I have a feeling I'm going to agree with this. Go ahead.
I got a controversial take with Kingdom Hearts 1. I think it will be an A tier, not an S tier, mainly because
there's no skip. There was no skip button.
But hey,
not even.
I just love Sora's voice quotes.
Some of the controls are still very janky. Like the control, the camera system in itself made things way more
exactly.
frustrating.
I can agree with that,
play
honestly.
the original version. Hey, at least I didn't play the original version. I only played the 1.5, 2.5 remix, or whatever it's called.
2.5.
So yeah, there was this other game. There was this other like It almost looked like Kingdom Hearts, but it doesn't because I forgot what its name it is. I'm sorry, I can't remember what it was. So yeah, KH1 is kind of A tier. I just love the story, but hey,
The
there
main
was
thing
this
about
one.
the first game, and the
Yeah.
thing about the first game is that, as great as that story is, and it's one of the better stories in the franchise, though, that gameplay is clunky.
It is
Yep.
clunky.
Oh yeah, my
It's rough.
teacher told me in high school he loves.
Especially if
Kingdom
you're
Hearts
talking about the game, the original release of the game. Like, part of it is, yes, we were kids when it came out. So we were fiddling through the controls, we're trying to figure it out. Of course, we didn't do everything perfect every time. You know, we didn't get everything completed. I still have never fully completed the original Kingdom Hearts game. But, man,
Yeah,
those controls, even going back and playing it again, it's like they are clunky. And it
one time.
does.
I'm
it does
sorry,
affect
but
me.
one time PS2 or PS1 controls are freaking janky and literally obnoxiously.
Its biggest drawback is the
hard to
camera
control.
controls also.
Yeah, don't get me started. My main problem about games is the controls but in modern games you can literally control it with your right analog stick, but PS2, PS1, I would say it's okay, but sometimes people get to learn of it or get better with it with the camera controlling system type. But yo, it gets me kind of get hard the fact some cameras in these games are kind of wonky in these PS2 games. But yeah, that's what it is, you know.
Okay, so
Yeah, I will. I would say Kingdom Hearts 1, amazing. Not quite.
yeah, so
up
it's not
in that
quite
tier.
great, but
Not quite great, but amazing was.
mhm.
I want to say A tier, mwah, beautiful, outstanding.
Okay,
so
Is it my eyesight or the screen itself is like kind of blurry?
It's
It's probably
probably
website.
just probably the site being blurry.
Okay, because like I mean like I know we labeled it, but like they all just look like the
Here.
words aren't like loaded.
I'll zoom in a little.
Oh,
Maybe
there
that'll
we go. Okay, I can see.
There
it.
we
Oh,
go.
there we go. Oh, I can't even see my. I'm gonna have. Also, I have an eye appointment on the 20th November. So yeah, I'm gonna give me some glasses.
Okay, so KH1 and KH1 Final Mix, we put those in amazing tier.
I would say
Yes,
amazing. I don't think it's I
Yeah.
don't think it's goated, but
They're not goated,
Yeah.
but they are
it's,
amazing.
It's a
Now,
great
I guess
game,
the-
but it's the tiny details that bring it down.
I guess the other
Mhm.
question I have is: are you within the tiers? Are you putting them in order of like best to worst?
Yeah, so goated's the best, darkness is worse.
But I mean, like so in the amazing, like we have to put Final Mix over the original release because,
I mean,
like,
if
let's
we
be
want
honest.
to.
Like, I think the Final Mix, it fixes a few things, it adds more things, it gives more to the story. The gameplay is still relatively the same, but it's more tolerable.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's even more tolerable? It's just great. You know, gotta
Okay,
hand it.
so I believe next then we can probably touch on Chain of Memories.
Oh my God! Why?
Like,
Why?
hold
will
Hold on,
Ken-
Laura. Let's let Boa say something first.
Well, no, I'm gonna let y'all have this one because
Oh, okay.
I've only
Well,
seen
yeah.
this game in video. I've never actually played this game. This has to be like one of the more interesting experiences.
Would you
Okay.
like my opinion on the GBA version or the re-release?
Can I get both?
Yep.
Is that possible?
Pick one and we'll do
Alright.
both.
All right, so GBA version. How would I phrase this? Well, the GBA version can go straight to hell. I don't care what anyone's feelings is. That game is 100% bullshit because you're on a tiny ass screen playing on the GPA. You have to base on the RNG on which cards you get. Sometimes you can make the perfect deck, and then you just get screwed over because your attack
You know what's
misses
crazy?
because you're not on
You know-
the correct
Hold on.
grid.
Hold on, Laura.
You know what's actually crazy? I did play the I don't want to say the word emulate or something. I did play the game on my phone, and I'm saying this game is garbage. I'm done. Don't ever play this game on the GPS version. Why am I saying GPS first? I was supposed to say
GBA, Game Boy Advance.
GB,
It's okay.
GBA. What am I doing?
In that case,
So yeah, I'm not playing that
we'll just
game.
take
That
care of
game
this
was
right away.
that game was garbage. I'm sorry. The game was garbage. I mean the
Well,
version of it is.
Well, the GBA version, yeah. Not the one I.
The
I'm
GBA version
sorry.
is very rough controls. Like when I joke around with saying like the Chain of Memories is easier, it really is because the bosses hit very hard, and the RNG, like the way the RNG is set up in the GBA version of Chain of Memories, is like brutal. Like it's hard. Like in fact, I always tell people it's one of the hardest Kingdom Hearts games. And many people didn't even realize there is a Riku mode because a lot of people didn't even finish the game.
Which is
That's-
honestly fair.
Yeah.
Guess what? Since how old is? I just want to say I finished Riku's story. Thank goodness I'm done with Chain of Memories. I'm done. I wish I could rest now. I'm just done with that.
Okay, so let's move on to Chain of Memories. So on the whole, I can say I really did like the story in Chain of Memories. It was a really good setup for Kingdom Hearts 2. And it take a few twists and turns that, surprise, I didn't think they would do. It's like that moment where when Sora finally finds Naminé, then you find out, by the way, she's not the person you thought she was your friend from the islands a long time ago. She actually just gave you that new memory to make you think she was. So I'm like, oh my gosh, that is a devious plot twist. Like, that girl you've been trying to rescue this whole time, she's actually a manipulative witch who's been erasing your memories.
I actually legit thought. Oh, go ahead,
Sometimes
go
people
for it.
actually call her a memory. You know what? Memory. You know what? Memory. Nobody. I just want to title that name. But this is the first time Sora gets really that angry. I have never seen Sora that edgy. He's just being pissed off teenage boy say, you know what? You can take a nap where all I care. I'm gonna go find my dude.
Mm-hmm.
You're just literally that mad because you're literally you're literally just what's
It was
the word?
great, because even Donald and Goofy was like, Sora, you're getting obsessed over this. It was like, you're not okay. He was like,
Yeah.
that doesn't matter. I need to find Naminé.
I'm like, who? And they're just like, who?
I legit thought I remember the kid playing this. I really thought the game was gaslighting me because I remember when I was playing Chain of Memories, I went back into Destiny Island and Kingdom Hearts 1. I'm like, did I miss her? Like, was she one of the characters on the island? Like, I just was wandering around. And I was like,
What? Did I miss something here?
I'm like, was she here? Like, I don't know. Like I'm thinking like she's like a Titus or a Waka. Like she's just hanging out on the island, but you don't like you maybe talk to her, but like she's not one of the main characters. And I'm like, did we just forget? I'm like, did I?
Oh, did you
forget?
forget that she appeared in that one painting in that little shack hidden all the way?
Yeah, you know, she was in that one little painting in the shack that we just glossed over. We totally forgot about.
Exactly. I
That's
thought
what Naminé
too.
was the whole
Yeah.
time.
But in
That's
the
like-
Riku mode, yeah, but in the Riku mode, it kind of gave me flabbergasted
Oh,
the fact
yeah.
that kid literally disguises as Sora, and this dude literally overpowered Riku. I had never ever seen someone this overpowered. Like, how can you do this? Well, guess what? You just stick your Keyblade up in the air, gaining or gathering power, overpowered someone that stupidly. Like, how does it work? Oh, it's just how it works, dude. It's just what it is. It's just the Keyblade's power. That's what it is. Because it reminds me of the fact he said, "That's it. You're not Riku. You're just a fake imposter nobody." What I forgot what the word
Mhm.
you just said before. But yo, I have never seen someone that overpowered. That fake Sora Zexian, he's just that overpowered.
That's true.
But my favorite part where Riku says, sorry, my favorite part about that Riku, I can smell you as handsome.
Oh, the smell in the darkness.
Yeah, the smell of darkness, like, he's like, I just
Which
hate your
actually
foul
really-
stench.
What's actually really funny with Zexion is, and this kind of goes between like Chain of Memories and Kingdom Hearts 2, because if you go back to Kingdom Hearts 2 and you go into like the proof of existence, and you can see everyone else's weapons but Zexion's, because his weapon is pretty much like the panel is completely destroyed. The reason being is even though he appears in Riku's side of the story and Chain of Memories, you don't actually see what his weapon is. They never really officially tell you what it is until Chain of Memories, which you find out which is a lexicon. So they just didn't feel like drawing a book on the panel.
His weapons is just a book.
Mm-hmm.
Correction, a magical book.
A magic book. As a matter of fact.
How can you literally do that? Wielding a fucking book, dude. How is that fair?
The power of reading, right, kids?
Shut up.
So, where are we putting this one? What do you say? What do you think? What do y'all
So,
think?
we got to the plot of it all. So, gameplay-wise,
Game Boy Advance Chain Memories in
it's in darkness. It's in the lower tier.
Yes.
But I will say, the gameplay in Chain of Memories is much smoother.
It is.
Okay.
I will. It's easier. It's an easier game transition, and it's much smoother. The voice acting, sometimes I know Haley Joel Osment's trying to like go back in time, but it's
Which is
it is what it is.
It is what it is. That one's out of the bag.
Is it 2007 or something? 2007?
Yeah,
2008,
Chain of Memories
2009,
came out in 2008, I think.
Okay.
2007 or 2006.
But it's way better than GBA, because
Yeah.
GBA that
Most definitely. So we'll put that in mid tier.
Imagine a Kingdom Hearts game that was released in 2009. Hey.
Chain of Memories and King. Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
How?
So if you had to play Chain of Memories, Boa, play the Rechain, not the GBA.
Okay. Yeah. I think that would be.
if you want to break your GBA, play the original version.
I wish I could. I wish I could literally.
If you would like to have
I like my Game Boy.
if you like to have a semblance of a good time, play Chain of Memories.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
All right. So we can do
Next
3
one
by
is
8 over 2.
365 over 2 days.
358 over.
How do you say the name of this game? Because I still have not figured this out.
But would
You
you
know,
like? Would you
I
like me
will-
to?
Hold
Would you
on,
like
hold on.
the professor to explain?
Yep.
Yes.
Let the professor
Yes.
explain.
Yes, please.
Let the
So,
bro
yes.
explain.
So Kingdom Hearts 358 days over 2 is labeled that way because it is the adventures of Roxas during his 358 days days out of the year that he spent with the organization. The final 7 days are spent in the virtual Twilight Town that you experience in Kingdom Hearts 2. The divided by 2 is because you play between Xion and Roxas, thus the 2 playable characters. You're welcome.
That's too
Listen, I'm not
Erase.
Nomura. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's very
But this
You know
is
what's
like
really interesting? I have never finished the game. I have never fully watched the movie. I
Man,
thought the
you
movie
know
was
better
supposed. You know what got me upset?
Wait.
I thought the movie was supposed to be a gameplay, not a fucking
To be
2 hour
fair,
movie.
it really should just be a movie at this point because the
Yeah.
gameplay itself is very.
It was very.
It's very
Very
repetitive.
emotional.
It is
It's like
incredibly
janky.
repetitive.
It is also repetitive.
Yeah,
Minimal.
this Kingdom Hearts is like what drama to it. It has drama. Okay.
The only
Fully.
drama comes towards the end, honestly. Like,
Yeah, the main
first,
drama is more towards the end.
The first
So
like,
really-
75% is just meh.
So you're suggesting that this game really rather should have just been not even a game. It should have just been like a feature film or something like they released.
Yeah, like a little, like
Yeah.
kind of like back cover. It should have been like back cover.
I suppose it makes sense because it's like, what else do you do with those characters?
You don't. You
You really
like you
don't.
just sit around all day. You chill out with Demex. You're like, hey, you want to order pizza or Kentucky Fried Chicken like they do in the manga, or you don't do anything. You visit around in different
Give me my
worlds.
KFC.
You're sneaking
Wow, that's a
around,
good
and
one.
the rest of the organization members are like, listen, we gotta walk around in secrecy because we don't want others to know, and we gotta quote unquote do this special mission, which is basically just them manipulating Roxas and Xion to gather as much hearts as possible. But the real plot point is essentially the mental breakdown of Xion as a character, because it's kind of like, are you a person? Are you not a person? And the most genius thing And a lot of people don't realize this because Birth by Sleep was not announced yet. This is actually a really cool cameo. Ventus appears in 358 over 2 days for like 2 seconds.
I have never.
And this is even a hint.
Which scene in the 300?
So there is a cutscene. I think it takes place in Alice in Wonderland, but there is a cutscene where essentially Shion's on the run, or she's like towards the end, she's on the run, she's trying to hide. What you might notice in the game is that her appearance changes based on whose perspective. Because if you look at some of the cutscenes, when the perspective is in Roxas' point of view, he sees Shion's face. When it's in like Zemnis or any of the sometimes other members who just don't care about Shion, she always has her hood up. And this will literally happen in the same cutscene where she'll have her face shown or her cutscene shown. And then for Riku, the reason why Riku is like, hey, this is Sora, because he's seeing her as Sora. Now going back to my previous statement, Zigbar, whenever he sees her, technically with the quote-unquote hood down, he sees Ventus because that's whose heart she's currently touching right now. She's gathering everything from Sora, the memories, and because Ventus is still technically in Sora, she's starting to tap into that too. And since Zigbar also knows who Ventus is, you know, he sees it. Bonus!
One of the first.
Hold on, bonus really quick. Bonus really quick. In Kingdom Hearts 2, very beginning, when you first meet Zigbar, and he says to Sora, he's like, he used to show me that same look too. He's referring to Ventus because Ventus gave him that same angry look in Birth by Sleep, and they show this cutscene 6 years before the Birth by Sleep game ever came out. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
I didn't know that.
Praise.
Hints in the game for years. That's why Zigbar was saying that shit for a reason. He's been knowing since Kingdom Hearts 2. He's literally he was referencing Ventus in both Kingdom Hearts 2 and 358 because this is already the content that was in Birth by Sleep. Birth by Sleep wasn't even written yet when 2 came out. As far as we know.
You know, that is crazy because I was watching that.
As far as you know.
That cutscene, I have never seen that. Because Sora did make a angry face expression. I was like, why is he angry? And Zigbar, wait, what did you say?
He said, and Zigbar literally responded back saying, he used to give me that same look. Yeah. And he's referring to Ventus. And that look, and if you and I can literally pinpoint the exact look he's talking about. At the end of Birth by Sleep, when you're fighting Zigbar, Master Xehanort, and Vanitas, when Ventus is frozen and he's staring at Zigbar, who's fighting Aqua at the moment, he's giving him an angry look. That's the look he's referring to, and Sora does the exact same look. He says, yeah, that's the same look he used to give me. He's referring to Ventus' angry look back on Birth by Sleep.
That's always funny because I never picked up on that. When he said in 2, he used to give me that same look.
I thought he was always referring to Roxas when he said that.
Nope. Right. It's like, hey, Ventus! And then you see it, it's like, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yep.
It does make sense.
Because, in like I said, it's the added fact that when you look at Shion, he sees Ventus. Because I remember playing this and Birth by Sleep hasn't come out yet, and I was like, who? I was like, is that Roxas? Like, who's this?
What is this guy?
I was like, who's this random guy? Great cameo. Great cameo.
Yeah, so great scene. Really good also, who will I have ice cream with?
Emotional damage.
Emotional damage. Get that meme out of here, bro. This is bro. What you doing, man?
He literally said, "But who will I have ice cream with?"
I just love emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
So where would we put 358 over 2? I would say
like
enjoyable, but it's actually not enjoyable. It's just depressing.
I would say, well, from the sound of it, maybe probably the meh tier. Because, like, let's be honest, does the gameplay make up for the story?
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
The gameplay is really bad, but
the movie. What about the
back
movie?
half of the story makes up for it.
Yeah. What about the movie? You know.
True.
I don't know.
Well, take out the gameplay, the cinema movie. I would say put that in enjoyable. Put that a higher tier.
But that's
at least
the thing.
I didn't watch it sadly because I was too busy to doing some work. But hey,
you can't ignore the gameplay.
Yeah, you can't ignore the gameplay.
So
Yep.
gameplay knocked it down, I would say.
The only thing funny
Mhm.
about the gameplay, at least on the DS version, is you actually have joke weapons for the rest of the Organization 13 members. So when you beat the game, you can go back and do missions with the other organization members, and each one, I believe, if you go to like the Moogle or something, you can synthesize joke weapons. Like for example, Axel, his weapons are pizzas, like actual whole pizzas. I think
True.
Zigbar has a giant fan, like those like little summer Japanese
Oh
fans.
my god!
Oh,
hair
yeah.
dryer? Wait, is that a hair dryer or a fan? Because I can't.
Oh, but yeah. So they all
Why
have
is it-
joke weapons.
Yeah, there is a fun fact. There was a Nexus mod that made some joke weapons. For example, Zigbar's weapons is gonna be hair dryers. Why?
It's like playing with a reef blower, right, SpongeBob?
Who needs a
Wait,
blower,
Okay, but
man?
for real though,
That's
they need to bring
SpongeBob.
joke weapons back because that was actually kind of funny.
That was actually pretty funny.
Just seeing
Okay.
Oh,
Axel
let's not
toast
forget,
pizza.
What about the steak?
Yep.
The steak. We
We
can't
got-
forget about that one.
All right, so what do you got next?
Next, best game in the series, Kingdom Hearts 2.
Kingdom Hearts 2.
Goated.
Absolutely
do we-
goated. Yep,
Goat it,
Go to-
goat it, goat
yep,
it.
we already know.
It's pretty good.
All the way up there. I
Yep,
don't think-
all the way up.
We don't need to discuss it, but we're still going to gush about this game because, oh my god, they have
Yes.
not made a game better than this one.
Exactly. They really have not recreated like the best of a Kingdom Hearts game since Kingdom Hearts 2.
I mean,
I've
wanna
replayed it
talk
so many
about-
times.
yeah. You want to talk about, like, for the kids who never played Chain of Memories, the kids who never played 358 Days by 2, going straight from Kingdom Hearts 1 to Kingdom Hearts 2, just the sheer improvement in almost every element of the game is astounding. The controls are so much better. It's so fluid, and even today they still hold up. Even in the
But don't
remakes of the game,
What about
Uh,
the boss fights? The boss fights is amazingly perfect.
Great boss
Yeah.
fight.
yeah, the great
story-
boss fight.
Yes, great boss
The
fight.
story, even
The story has
of
great
the game,
pacing. Great,
it
I think
throws
has the
you a
best pacing.
curveball just straight out of the game. Like, especially for like those like me, you grew up, you didn't play any of the other games because, like, well, it's not a real sequel. It doesn't have say 2 in there. But now this is 2, so I gotta play Kingdom Hearts 2. And you play Kingdom Hearts 2, and you're like, what is this character? And then you realize what they're doing. Like, oh, and it's like, oh, did you like the intro? Cool. All right, back to Kingdom Hearts, and you like, the worlds are so good.
Oh, I just gotta
Yes.
love the OCT soundtrack.
Dude.
They're beautiful. The characters.
There's one world that sticks out. It's definitely Port Royal from Pirates of the
Yeah, Port
Caribbean.
Royal's probably its like
Oh,
most
let's
like
not
low
forget the
point,
pirates. I
but-
love pirates.
I mean,
Yes.
because it's just like
But, I
the
mean,
fact
it's
that they
passable.
implemented a live-action Disney movie into Kingdom Hearts 2. I was like,
It's crazy.
that's
I mean,
incredible.
like, you would have thought like Halloween Town was maybe the craziest extent of that in the first game,
Mhm.
but then they one-upped it with Port Royal. It's like, whoa, this is wild that they put this in here.
Then they
I
got
think it
better when
was
they
them
added
they were
the
trying
Pride
to flex.
Lands.
Oh,
Yeah,
let's
they
not
were-
forget about Sora's design. His design
Lion
is
King?
actually peak.
Everybody wanted that in the game.
And they said, "We heard you."
I think
Well, I
what-
thought was even more interesting. I'm sorry, is
very
that
good.
but they like just not only the idea like you go through a main story of the world, but then the idea that you have to go back to each of the worlds to resolve a story. Like, here's 80% of the story here the first time
Act 1,
around.
Act
Not
2.
even that. Sometimes it's like 50% or like 60% or like 80. No, but here's the first part of the story. Okay, that's cool. You did what you need to do here. Now you need to go back and actually, fix it and solve it. Oh, so there's even more stuff to do in the world.
Yep.
That's like,
And it's like
Amazing.
I think that's what I like. That there's even after you finish the world, it's like, wait, but there's more stuff to do. The story's not done there.
yep. It's like,
Yep.
oh, you want to go
Oh
spend
my
more time in the
God.
world?
See, I think
Alright.
what two, when you compare two compared to the other games, 2 is a game where they were ambitious done right. Because they took a lot of the concepts they wanted to probably have in the earlier games, and then they were like, okay, we have the engine now to do what we And
What
I
is
mean,
this
so
crazy
not
on
only-
glazing
not
from
only
Boa?
is there in terms of
Hi,
the gameplay-
demise.
Age of mine.
Because not only do you have just a great story pacing, I always say, like, you can always tell when the middle part of the game is, because when you get to the Hollow Bastion War, that's clearly the halfway point. Like, that's clearly we're just halfway, and then now the second half of all the games are about, the second half of all the worlds are about to happen. And I think just also the addition of the dry form, the addition of anti-form, the addition of, some of the summonings, because some of the summons are pretty good, and then just, all the other things they've added, like all the other outfits, and then just changes.
That's what I like. So it was just very perfectly balanced. With the dry forms and magic and Sora's combat, they just struck a perfect balance between it all.
Yeah, let's not forget about Valor. Valor form, Wisdom form.
Yep, even the dry forms, especially that. That's what I loved.
Let's not.
Yeah, the introduction of dry form.
I just literally hate anti-form. Anti-form sucks. But
yeah, we don't talk about anti-form.
Anti-form is an abuse system. So basically, anti-form's there so you don't abuse the dry forms, because they are powerful. They're very powerful, and if you could just summon them whenever you want, it will make the game too easy. So in order to find a balance, it's a gamble, and there's usually an invisible counter every time you do a dry form. So once you reach that counter, the next form you take will be an anti-form. So even if you reset the game and try to do it again, it's just going to give you anti-form because you've already hit that invisible counter in terms of the code. Now, there are theories about why he has an anti-form, etc. I've already gotten into that years ago. I don't feel like going back to it.
Did you not see the part in the first game where he turns into a Heartless?
Well, that too. But it's kind of crazy how, it's so baffling because, like I said, I played almost all the games, and I always keep coming back to 2 with how it's designed. It's just the entire soundtrack is great. Not even just talking about Utada. The soundtrack is great. I think the opening sequence, I mean the first game sequence wasn't fantastic, but the opening sequence, like you plug in the game, you plug in your PS2, you put the game in, and you're having this imagery, and then the character singing the song, and then the time.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean,
that
God.
pacing
Sanctuary
was incredible.
is probably one of the best. I always say Simple and Clean is the best song, but Sanctuary has the best opening.
You know what? I really like the way you put that, because I can agree with it.
Sanctuary's video is the best.
It's one of the rare times, though, where I actually kind of like the ending version of it. The song at the end of the game.
The orchestral version after, or was it after battle?
The after battle version, the very end of the game, as opposed to the beginning, because it's great. But something about that ending just hits. Well, we'll get. I guess we'll get
honestly, it made me think that was the end of the series. I was like, "Oh, okay, we beat the game," and then we saw that stupid letter.
The amazing thing I think 2 did over 1 is that 1 gave us a big story, and it was more like we're like Sora in that instance. We're running through the game, and you're just like, "What is going on?" And in 2, we're still kind of
"Hey, what's up, friends?"
Because you start as Roster's like, who's this guy Roxas and where's Sora?
But even in 2, we're still like, what is going on? But by the time we get to the end of that game, it's like, I feel like Sora has kind of really come to grips with what is happening here, what's been expected of him. And the story gets bigger. And it's a case where it didn't hurt the game. If anything, it just helped the series. It gave it room to expand and do more with it.
Yes.
But we just get the elephant in the room out of the way. Probably the best ending of the entire franchise.
Yes, it is one of the most satisfying, just happy endings.
I don't think any other game in the franchise has topped 2's ending. Just
the crash into the ocean, and we're like, we're home.
Because everyone was like, Sora did come back home with Riku finally.
You really felt
like they're waiting for them.
They did it. It was like, wow.
It was like, oh my gosh, they did it.
So
the only and this is not a beef towards the actual game itself. Just the tiniest beef I have, and this is just because of the contents in the game and the contents in the manga. The absolute unit of a woman Kairi is in the manga makes me so sad for Kairi of the game. Because Kairi in the game,
you're not.
Because Kairi in the game is such a damsel in distress, it kind of pisses me off when you read the manga.
I know.
Because she gets kidnapped in the game and just kind of was like, I don't know, I'm kind of here because I don't want to get in Sora's way. But then in the manga, she literally frees herself from her imprisonment and then only goes back because Demix is crying for her to get back or else he dies.
It's just like,
She
wow.
goes back out of sympathy.
Dang.
She literally was fighting her way out of the castle on her own.
I don't know. I feel like that was okay. That I'll give you that one. That's like missed opportunity. But we'll have more to discuss about that later.
I just want that version of Kairi.
The only other real nitpick I can say for Kingdom Hearts 2 as a whole is just I kind of hated how they treated Atlantica. I really did.
Yeah.
You can literally skip that. Like,
You
and
could
speedrunners
literally
literally
just-
just like, we don't have to do this. We can skip
Mhm.
this.
Like,
world.
okay,
It won't-
if we're talking about innovation from the first game, like the Atlantica world was shockingly pretty good. Like the controls in that world were pretty amazing. And then to see it, like, yes, they made the controls simpler in that world in the second game, but that's because they made everything simpler in that world in the game. That it barely counts as a. It is a
It
side.
barely counts as a world, honestly. Like you
And,
said.
and as fun and as goofy and silly as those songs are, yeah, I kind of hate that like you reduce this world to this.
too much complaints. Too many complaints. I say there are probably like 3 worlds that kind of bring it down a little bit. One being Alaska, and I think the other probably being Port Royal, just for the awkwardness. And that world's mechanic, like it's just kind of like, hey, I'm trying to defeat these enemies. Get out the shadow, and they're not getting out the shadow. Get out the shadow, and you keep pushing them in the shadow.
Yeah,
Mhm.
no, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
that was genius mechanic. It's funny. It was really, I actually wasn't better today, but it's like, yeah, those fights were a little frustrating. Like, okay, I need you to go over here.
Yeah.
There, but I mean, these are like nitpicks, and I mean nitpicks.
Yeah, very
because
nitpicks.
This is like for every one complaint I have in Kingdom Hearts 2, I have like 20 other things I absolutely adore about that game.
Also, I
So-
love the world being in the world. I love the worlds being in the world, and then I like that they brought back Disney Castle because if you look at the beta trailer for the first game, Disney Castle was supposed to be in the first game. In fact, the icon is on the map because it was supposed to be accessible, but they blocked the access to it because they just never completed the world. But it still shows like it's there, essentially. So it was a great callback for them to bring it back, even though there's really not much in that world, and I think that's why they have Timeless River, because it's like, listen, we gotta have something
true.
bigger.
That's why I forgot. Dude,
You know.
I was excited when they put in Timeless River. I was just like, wait, did we just go back in time in game? It's like, we did!
Right.
Yep.
No, I think some of the world selections were pretty spot on. Like I said, I think the only minor ones was whatever the hell they did with Atlantica and Pirates. I think Pirates is probably like it's ugly.
They did test the waters
but
of Pirates
it's
of the
fine.
Caribbean. I guess enough for them to say, yeah, we can put this kind of movie, into a video game.
I think the issue with Pirates is like, I understand they really wanted to go for the realistic tone, but I think they fixed it in 3 by having Sora and them kind of be more realistic along with the world. But
Yeah.
having Sora's anime janky ass next to the very pale, dark,
Well,
true.
designs of the character,
They tried
is
something.
very.
They tried something and it worked.
Yeah, it's a little rough looking, but I mean it's part of the game. But I mean, like, I just, it's so much you could say. Like, I really can't think of anything negative, like truly negative, for 2, because it's like Uncharted 2. It's just that game that just did everything right. Everything right. I mean, the pacing is fantastic. The gameplay is fantastic. I think there's a lot of really good jokes. I know we have some funny jokes in 3 and later in other games, but like 2's jokes are great.
Two's jokes was just really well written.
Like
It is-
Haley Joel Osment was in his bag, and I think the voice direction, whoever was the voice ADR director for 2, they bring him back, because whoever the ADR director was 3, because 3's voice acting at some points was like, that's the direction they told you to go with that line delivery. Okay. But like 2, it's like, I mean, you guys literally Sora going like, what a hag, and I'm like, what?
I was like, wow.
It's like, yeah, we get the picture. I'm like, dang. He was more
God.
confident. I feel like, because I feel like in the first game, he's kind of like the scared child who was like, "Where's my friends? Where's my home? I'm lost. I'm with two strangers. I don't know what's going on." And here, he's gotten some experience under his belt, and he's just like, he's more mature. He has you can clearly tell his maturity where he's like, "I know what I'm doing now."
Yeah.
There's just-
Very well said.
There's just so much good to talk about the game, but like, I don't think we need to keep going about it. If we know where it is, we all knew where this was going.
Yeah, we all knew where this was going. There's only one answer.
There's only
Wait, we didn't play the
one
clip. We didn't play the clip.
answer.
Wait, which clip?
That's why he's the GOAT.
Oh yeah.
That's why he's the GOAT. The GOAT. That's funny. That's funny. Okay. So wait, what do we? Wait, which game?
Dang, I broke Broa.
That's why he's
should've
the
seen
GOAT. The GOAT.
it.
Alright, so after that, I believe next is Birth by Sleep.
I don't even know who this dude was yelling. I'm gonna have to look later, not now. Later.
Yeah,
Birth by
Yeah.
Sleep.
I'm looking at that one later.
By
Like, who are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now, so
This
here,
is a hard one.
Birth by Sleep. That is much harder to figure out.
This is a hard one.
Mhm.
Because, oh my god, there's a lot to talk about with this game.
Well,
There's a lot
first
to
we
talk
established Tara's an idiot. Let's just get that out of the way.
Sarah is an idiot. It's like, you want me to steal the heart of an innocent girl? Okay, sound all right. And I'm like,
Okay.
What?
If you bring back the world, it's like, brother, like, hello, use your brain.
It was like, let's trust this obviously evil-looking fairy, okay? Let's unlock Aurora's heart.
What could possibly go wrong?
It's like,
Yeah, no, Tara is probably the most gullible, like, character. Even more gullible than Riku. Even at least Riku was like, I don't know. This.
Well, no, to be fair, like, Riku got snapped up into that world and literally had Maleficent leaning into his ear going, man, he ain't your real friend. If he cared about you, he'd actually come get you. He don't care about you. That's not your real friend.
She's like,
Whereas,
look,
like-
I'm your real friend. Look, I even gave you a room in my castle. You get access to this library.
she
Like,
was like the
what?
ultimate gaslighter. She's like always
She was
spitting
gaslighter.
fire.
Thanks, Susan Blakely. Anyway, but then, so you got Tara's an idiot.
Yeah.
And then
Ventus, who's
Ventus is a kid.
he's your little
He's
discount Sora.
he's a cinnamon roll who doesn't know better.
Mhm.
And
Aqua
Aqua-
is just the housewife. You're just like, I have to go pick up
This game's
after
good.
these.
Yeah, she's like, oh my god, the
hey,
boys are in
Wisdom.
trouble again.
Says,
Like,
Terra
I'll be
sucks,
right back.
but he has one of the more interesting campaigns in the franchise.
Ain't no
Does he
way.
though?
Well,
Terra's campaign is, I did something stupid. How could I possibly do that? I put my friends in danger. Oh no.
You
Well,
put my
this is
friends in
also where it
danger, and
gets
you also
harder.
killed your father figure, so...
but this is also where it gets harder to judge the storyline of this game because not all of the stories are told in order. Most of them, in fact, most of them are told out of order.
Mhm.
And so, between the actions of the three, you have to piece together what is the story of each world.
Yeah.
In certain worlds, Terra shows up first, or Ventus will show up first, and even later in the game, some of the worlds, Aqua shows up first. So you
Mhm.
have to sit there and go, what are we doing here? What is the objective here? So it's a lot of, you have to spend a lot of time jumping between this story to get the full picture of what's going on here. So then that's the question of, okay, well, if we're playing the same worlds,
Mhm.
if we're playing the same worlds and we're telling the same story and the same boss fight, how much do you like that boss fight? Because guess what?
You gotta do it
See
3
again.
times.
Exactly.
And again. And
Yeah, some of
again,
them are
it's
told
like,
out of sequence, but when you put them together, it's actually really well done. Yeah, that is true. I will give Birth by Sleep that.
yeah. So
You wanna-
it's tricky.
You want
So
to play
it's
a
tricky.
game that's out of sequence, that's like really, really complicated? Play 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim. You got
Right.
13 characters you gotta play and figure out how to put everything in order between 13 different points of view. Also, please play 13 Sentinels. It's a really great game, honestly.
Yeah.
I've heard great things about it.
The story is fine. The story of, I mean, honestly, like this kind of like, in a weird sort of way, Birth by Sleep is like an origin story for what's going on in the first two Kingdom Hearts games, if you really think about it.
It has interesting concepts. Like
Yes.
the gameplay, I feel like they were very experimental. In terms of like, because instead of just like, oh, attack, here's like, okay, you can have special, like, it's like they took the special limit attacks that Sora had in the first two games and was like,
Yep.
here, just make a deck out of it, meld your deck, you know, and whatever. And that was
Yeah.
kind of fun. Like, that was pretty fun. Also,
Well,
I don't
the links
Yeah,
between the
but-
characters too, right?
Right.
Like the more you grow closer to certain characters, and you unlock other powers by linking up with those characters. So yeah, you're right.
Right.
Experimental, I think, would be the word.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and I think it does kind of work out because it doesn't come across as boring because there's so much stuff you can modify with it and change up your style. And I think also having 3 different characters helps too because like in the first couple games you're just playing a Sora and you're just used to Sora's ability, but here you have like 3 different types of characters, like one who's like a very heavy hitter, one who's kind of like that middle tier, you know, I can do magic and I can fight, and then one who's very heavy magic based and also very quick. And I think that also helps. So it's like the 3 different types of gameplay.
You have heavy Sora, light Sora, and girl Sora.
Pretty much.
Am I wrong? But am I wrong? Hey,
You're not wrong.
He's not wrong.
Also, I don't know anyone else's opinion, but like some days I would spend hours playing that daggone command board because
Oh, that thing. Yeah. That
It's-
command board was addictive.
It is
it is
addictive.
addictive, especially when you're like, I want to take a break from everything. It's so addictive. And especially when you get to play as other characters and you're like, move out the way, Cinderella. That's my panel. Move. You owe me 300 points.
Get out the way.
It's like, move out the way, Cinderella. You're in my panel.
Don't forget, ballin'.
All his life.
Ball is life.
I was waiting for it to be mentioned.
That's
There it
immediately
is.
going in our joke compilation later.
I would've-
See now that joke, goated tier for sure.
I got you guys good because like you were so
Goated.
into the cutscene, and then I just really
Now you're just like, but I put him through 6 points. I was like,
Points up,
wait,
points
what?
Points on him, man. Ball is live. Yeah. It's like
Yo,
whoa.
Boa, you had lost that you were.
I remember.
I'm sure he did.
I'll have to see if I can find that clip.
Yeah, no, it's in there somewhere. It's buried in there somewhere. But, like,
I think
yeah,
I know which video it is, but yeah.
Yeah, probably the first
Here.
spoilers and
tickets to Twilight Town. Said to bring 2 grown-ups.
you mean us? I was like,
Such a funny scene.
it was
But
so funny.
Even though he's like
It's-
16 years old, but okay.
Mhm.
But
I was like,
okay.
well, is he 16 or is he 14?
He's supposed to be
I
16.
don't know.
He's like there was. This is how stupid it was because there was a panel in the middle of the night. I mean, granted, it was afternoon in Japan, but it was like 4 a.m. where I was at, and they were like talking about Birth by Sleep, and they were like, "Yeah, like Tara's supposed to be like 18 or 19," and then something like that. Oh yeah, here.
Here we go.
Dress.
Oh my gosh.
Stepmother and stepsisters ruined it.
Not ready.
I was so looking forward
I
to
can't even hear
Oh.
anything.
Yeah, the voice so
I can,
low.
I can hear it. We're not there yet.
36 points.
I hate you for that.
Wait, hang on, go back.
Alright.
me the most beautiful dress, but my stepmother and stepsisters ruined it, and I was so looking forward to the ball.
Would have put up 36 points.
Oh my gosh.
Put up 36 points.
Put up 36 points.
I think because I said it in that like break of. It's because I said it in that break of silence between the two character dialogue.
That's what did it. It's like, okay.
Yeah. Alright, I'll give you that one. That was funny.
That was great.
I legit have to go back through and watch some of these clips because I forget we told so many jokes.
There were so many jokes. Like, I thought we could make a whole compilation just for the Birth by Sleep stream.
I go back and forth with this game in terms of myself, never beaten it. I think I beat Terra's campaign, and I did a large chunk of Ventus's campaign, but I never got to finish Aqua's. I may have gotten to Aqua's. I don't remember. I know I haven't beaten the game. I have actually watched the game, playthroughs of the game more than I have actually beaten it. In terms of the story, it introduces a lot of new ideas. It's very interesting. The gameplay, it is experimental, but a lot of the base gameplay is very clunky. And I would say it's a notable step down from 2 in that regard.
Camera was like, it was originally gonna be made on the PS2, but it was made on the PlayStation Portable. So what we got in the HD compilation is what was remastered, altered from the PlayStation Portable.
Yeah, I would say it's a good story.
It's a
Does
really
a lot.
good story. Does do a lot.
I think the gameplay just knocks it down for me. I would put it in. This is the first game I would put in enjoyable.
I would still say put in amazing. That's my take.
Okay, but if you're putting it in amazing, it goes below Kingdom Hearts 1.
All right. But they did give us the best villain, Vanitas.
Yeah,
yeah, we forgot.
Hang
about
on.
Vanitas.
We gotta talk about Vanitas. We have to at least talk about Vanitas.
Yeah.
Yeah, say
We have to get into
We're
Vanitas.
at least like 4 games in at this point, in terms of the franchise, and most of the villains you usually face are Heartless, Mindless, or Disney villains, right? Here is like the first villain that's like, when they say something dangerous, I was like, nah, he means it. Like he act like, I'm like, I don't know, we might be able to stop him. And I remember when you play as Inventus route, and you're at Destiny Island, and basically he is trying to get Ventus to kind of fight. And Ventus is like, I ain't fighting. I'm not doing it. So he's like, okay, we'll come to the Keyblade Graveyard and you can watch me choke the life out of your 2 friends. And I was like, God damn!
Yeah, literally just straight up said, fine, I'm gonna choke the life
He's
out
like,
of
yeah,
your
watch
friends.
me murder your friends. And I'm like, dang, Maleficent never
like-
said that before. But Vanitas is like, nah, I'm gonna murder your friends in front of you
So I
if you
don't
don't
think
do what I
Disney
want.
villain or any villain Kingdom Hearts has ever said it straight up.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay, fine. You know what? Fine. Vanitas puts this game in amazing. How about that?
There you go.
I still say it goes below Kingdom Hearts 1, but
yeah, I'll say amazing. I was gonna say enjoyable, but I say it's amazing.
then we mentioned it was enjoyable until you mentioned him. And then-
Exactly.
Also, bonus facts. Well, actually, you know what? We can keep it in amazing because bonus facts. The fact that they got not only Leonard Nimoy, but then they also got Luke Skywalker in the same
True.
game.
Oh my
Also
god.
true.
Yeah,
Like, it's one thing to have Star Trek royalty, and then you also got Star Wars royalty. Like, come on.
It's like, why does Mark Hamill just insist on going hard with everything he does?
Mark Hamill is a great voice actor. He is
Yes.
a fantastic voice actor.
I actually forgot that was him. First of all, I have to remind myself. It's like, oh yeah, that is him.
No, because he does such a great job.
Exactly. It's like he does do such a great job.
Okay. So then, what's next?
I'm just gonna put this here. So we don't have to. We've already gone through that rant.
No, we don't talk about that one. We don't talk about that one. Yeah, we don't talk about that one.
So next is Dream Drop Distance.
Mm.
I feel like this is where some of the debates are gonna come in. The disputes.
Oh my god, we're gonna have to figure this one out. This is a weird game. No, hold on. Which is it? Just the original release, or is there a re-release? Oh yeah,
No, there's
Well,
not a re-release.
Well, it's just the
They're
HD
re-released.
version, but there's no big difference. It's just gameplay.
It's
that
just better.
changed.
Yeah, it's just better graphics.
Okay, so this game.
Mm-hmm.
This is my first game on the 3DS. Right?
Mhm.
This was my first game, and I specifically remember playing this game quite a lot on my 3DS during the time that my 3DS was not broken. I'm talking about if you remember my old red one, which
Oh yeah, I remember
right-
that.
the right trigger has been broken because I dropped it some time ago. So that thing's been broken for a long time. This game was weird.
Yeah,
in a
I
sense.
feel like as far as the plot, everyone said Dream Drop Distance is where most of the confusion started.
It's because it feels like, and correct me if I'm wrong, I have the professor here next to me to smack me with the ruler in case if I am. But it was like, this is the point where, okay, production between 2 and 3 is taking forever. And
Yeah.
we're the team is bouncing between other games. They're trying to tell stories between 2 and 3. But at this point, they want to get closer to 3 because, we kind of put it on the list. We got to get there. I don't remember if the mobile games came out around this time.
They did. So originally it was a browser game before they moved. So originally it was just Kingdom Hearts Union. It wasn't
Yes.
crossed with the mobile. So with Dream Drop Distance is kind of in a funky spot, and I think it suffers a little bit because of that. Because
Yep.
2 came out, and you had Birth by Sleep, you had Reach Into Memories at this point, and then Dream Drop Distance came out. And when people saw the number 3, they were like, "Oh, it's Kingdom Hearts 3," and then they're like, "No, it's 3D because it's the 3Ds of Dream Drop Distance."
Distance.
Damn you, no more!
Yep.
I think what 3D suffers for is the plot. The plot is when the part is the part where people start to joke at Kingdom Hearts being convoluted. Because let's be honest, the plot of Kingdom Hearts 3 is trying to cram in so much exposition to make it make sense, and it just makes it more confusing. They're like, hey, whenever you introduce time travel and stuff, that's going to make things complicated, regardless. Like, no matter what type of story you're writing, if you try to introduce time travel, it's going to be confusing. Now, they did try to make rules on it where this, like, you can only travel to a place where a version of you exists, essentially.
Yeah.
So you can't go beyond the time or ahead of the time you die or whatever.
Mhm.
But it's also like, it's just so confusing. I feel like this is when I think the experimental and gameplay goes bad. Now, not
Yeah.
everyone hates the drop meter or the little, like, but I think they went
Yeah.
a little bit too far. I think they were, because it completely changes on its head. Like, it's just, I was like, I feel like they were trying to take the Birth by Sleep model and expand on it, but it
I
was
think
just
they
like
were. Like
I'm
how
like-
we get
I'm like,
with
now y'all-
shot locks and all, then they try to
shot
expand
locks
it.
and the drop meter and the whatever it is where you get the slide and
Well,
diddly da
'cause that
whatever.
the point of it was just like, well, instead of having 2 separate campaigns like in Birth by Sleep, 3 separate stories, we'll just put them in one story, just make you switch between them, I guess to
You
save
switch
time.
between them, and then you also got to deal. And then basically it's a Pokemon simulator. You had to rank up your little Dream Eater, and I was like,
Hey,
I think it's just
I did like
personally
that.
for me.
I love the Dream Eaters.
Well, you also like playing Pokemon, so there you
Yeah.
go. I'm not really a
I
Pokemon
think-
fan, so but I feel like they were doing too much.
I feel like what doesn't help Dream Drop Distance is it really doesn't have a strong start.
It doesn't.
Where it
really
feels
doesn't.
like it's not a case like 2 where there was a compelling story to be told that even if you didn't play Chain of Memories of the other games that came out, like this is interesting. This game literally just starts with, oh, they're at Yen Sid's place. They're taking the Mark of Mastery. I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
hold on,
Yeah,
it
it
just
just
feels like
slaps
it was
you-
a
it-
continuation from something else. It
it
didn't really
slaps
feel
you
like
in
an
there.
actual setup.
It's like, yeah, whoa, wait a minute, hold on. Can we get like a little bit of smoothness in here? Yeah, because then it literally goes from, okay, well, you're just along with them and taking the Mark of Mastery. The Mark of Mastery is fine. That I don't have
Right.
a problem with. But
Mhm.
then it gets to the point where it's like, okay, what is going on here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool for me to be able to jump around the world and explore it because, like, I think that was the big thing with it being on the 3DS. They could build those worlds so large to the point where, like, even on that small screen, jumping around it, you're like, whoa.
The fact they can do that, even on the 3DS, I was like, this is amazing. They could build worlds
This is
that
crazy.
big.
Like even when you play the re-release of the game on the main console version too, like the scale of this game is incredible.
Yeah, scaling's incredible for sure.
Yeah, but I feel like, and I'm pretty much in the same place. Yeah, the drop switch between the two was a little wonky. Character interactions in the game were limited because of that, but they were pretty fun. Like I'll be honest, having still never played The World Ends With You, I don't know if I fully get what was going on in Twilight Town with those characters and Sora and Riku. But sure, they were fun enough. I mean, we can make fun of Joshua as long as until we're blue in the face. But like, look, I like you hate him. I like him personally.
Well, he's a troll.
My man's making me.
To quote
My
Courtney,
man's was
he's a
making me
dick.
laugh.
That's what he is.
My man's was making me laugh. That's what I'll say. I was like,
if you actually play The World Ends With You, you would probably actually hate Joshua.
Okay.
Yeah, as someone that has played The World Ends With You, as someone that has played The World Ends With You, I only have one thing to say about Joshua. What?
Go! You're title.
No, what a dick!
There you go. That's what I called it.
What a dick! I hate that man.
That's so funny. I had this time. I don't hate him. Maybe I'll change my opinion of that. Will change at some point, but yeah, I would say I think the confusion, and I think the point where people started to think the plot of this series is going off the rails, and I'm pretty sure you two agree with me of this, is when we get to the reveal was on Sora's end.
Oh, yeah.
That's when it's like, what is going on?
You're just like,
here?
what is going on? It's like, by the way.
That's when I feel like they were doing too much, because it's literally you're sitting and watching a cutscene, and then young Xehanort is over here just talking. He's just explaining. Like, don't explain to me. Show me. Like, what are we doing? Like, you're just talking my head off.
Did someone say young Xehanort?
Oh, I've been to
skin.
We just have to do it. Oh, we just have to do it.
Oh, it was great.
Yeah.
One of the best things that came out of Dream Drop Distance. Just saying, hi, Ben Diskin.
I mean, just like the amount of fun that I found that I had in that world was actually like pretty enjoyable. I would say. I was on the same boat as you two. Where like, me being a huge Pokemon fan at the time, those little Dream Eaters was like, oh my god, I'm collecting the Pokemon. I'm collecting my Pokemon all over again. Ah!
Yeah.
I gotta have them all. Like, to the point where I'm like, no, I can't put the same on Sora's team that I put on Riku's.
I was like that too, honestly. Also, just
I was like,
throw
if
in my 2
Sora
cents.
has the lion and the Triceratops, then I have to have the T-Rex and the Sabertooth on Riku.
I'm just gonna throw in my 2 cents here.
Do it. You are not strong enough to hold.
Clearly not.
And he shall smite the wicked and plunge them into the fiery pit forever!
Alright, God's like plan was flawed from the get-go.
I'm pretty sure he says hell there in the original movie, but okay.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, nah, brother, your plan was flawed straight from the get-go. I was just like, what are you doing? Like, you're supposed to be a smart man, but this is a really stupid thing you're doing right now.
Like,
Kind of is.
That was like one of the first times we put it in there, and it was perfect. It was really funny.
I just thought, so I was like, wait, you know, it'd be really funny.
Yeah. And I do appreciate that, like, that movie turned into a horror film for like 2 seconds. Of like, wait, what is going on with the gun? Ah! It's falling. So, it's so tough because I think Dream Drop Distance is a rare example where I love the gameplay more than I love the story. I think that's my big takeaway of that game. For me personally, I would put that in enjoyable.
I Yeah, I think I'm with you on that one. I'd have to.
I
I
probably
think
agree. Yeah.
also.
There's
See,
clearly some like things that's overall the game that pulls it down, but I
Yeah.
don't think it's like terrible.
It's not terrible.
not
Seems nice and
terrible.
quick.
You can't measure the distance in time or space. Even without the wall between you,
Joshua.
it's hard to say.
Yep.
Don't worry. He's with me. Even when it might seem like he's not.
Then you two are lucky.
You and your friend are lucky too, Joshua.
I appreciate you saying that with conviction, even though you have no idea what you're talking about.
Hey!
See, without going into spoilers, I can't really talk about why he's saying the things he's saying. He's like, you have no idea what you're and the reason why he doesn't know what he's talking about is the reason why Joshua is a dick. Because he's an idiot.
Alright,
He's
well,
like,
I guess,
what friendship? No, Joshua is an asshole.
so I guess if anything comes out of this game, it's like I'm gonna have to play The World Ends With You.
Yeah. To fully understand Joshua, you have to play The World Ends With You.
Because it's kind of a huge spoiler on why he's saying things he's saying. I was like, look,
Okay.
he's I don't like him. He has a reason what I'm saying for a reason.
It's like with you two, we were playing the game, and he comes on the screen, the both of you are like, and I'm just like, what? I don't know what the big deal is here.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you have not seen the things I have seen, Boa. You have not seen. I have
If I had a chance to choke, if I had a chance to choke Joshua out, I would. Look at you!
I'm gonna choke you.
Also, the chat, I don't mean to emphasize the D so hard in the word.
Yeah. That's so funny.
That's just more of my feelings coming out with the pronunciation.
It just makes you so angry.
There's some anger.
Makes you so
in there.
angry.
Like, I feel the veins popping when I try to the vein in my neck.
So, all right, what do we got next?
I believe Birth by Sleep 0.2.
I would probably say back cover / Union Cross around that time. The 0.2 came out roughly before 3, remember?
Yeah.
Like 0. Let's be honest, 0.2 is basically demo of prologue of Kingdom Hearts 3, but we'll get there.
True. So where do we want to go then? So
It will probably be the mobile games, then back cover, then 0.2, then.
well,
Yeah,
we haven't played the
okay.
mobile game, so I leave that to you,
Would you
Professor.
like me to explain the mobile games?
Yes.
Yes.
Actually, I
Do
would.
enlighten us, Professor.
Oh my god. So, in the mobile games, you get to create your own character, which eventually is like becomes a Keyblade wielder. You have 5 different how do you call it? Unions you can join, which are based off the 5 different foretellers, and your little symbol or whatever, and everything's lolly lolly, dilly dally, shilly shally, whatever, and then war.
And then
war.
Long story short, there's the Masters of Masters essentially will, and I mean this is kind of the same thing back over, but basically they told their foretellers who told their followers, hey, we need to collect light, which is this thing called Luminous or Lumi or whatever it's called. You also have, because like I said, started off with a web browser, you have Kingdom Hearts Union, and you have and then after the foretellers kind of disappear, you sort of have the quote-unquote new foretellers, which is maybe not Ventus. I don't know. We're still unsure about that. You also got Lorium, aka Marluxia. I think one of them is a dude with a fedora. I forgot his name. I think Brian, whatever his name is. And then Shrelezia, I think it's supposedly another one. There's also a traitor here, and somebody gets murdered. We don't actually figure out who does the murdering, because Shrelezia winds up quote-unquote murdered. And I think we actually see a quote unquote dead body.
True.
Damn.
And
gosh.
I don't know. There's a lot. there's a lot. I would say probably mid, just over the main fact that you have some critical information in a mobile game
Thank you,
that
Nomura.
not everybody played. That took
It's
like
like-
3 years to complete.
Like, this game is a lot. Mid.
See, this is how stupid it was. This is how stupid it was because in Japan, you would have a story point come out, and then like 4 to 5 months later, the US version will come out. So people were like 3 months behind on the content of the game if you were in the US, because unless you knew Japanese or knew somebody who can translate Japanese, you had no idea what was going on because you had to wait for them to update the thing in the US version.
You know, it's funny you say that because in my experience right now of playing Twisted Wonderland, I think I'm experiencing that because the English version of the game is definitely a few patches behind the Japanese version.
Yep,
Of the game.
yep.
It's so weird.
like
I don't
that.
know how to describe that. It's like,
It'd be
what?
like that.
What is this? I don't. So, wait, okay. So, all right, which one do we got next?
Well, are we putting both of the mobile games in mid, Courtney?
Mid.
Probably
mid,
should, yeah,
mid.
because I don't know, like,
It's
what.
not darkness because, like I said, there's still critical information, but it's at mid because that critical information.
So it'd be this one
Like-
too, also, right?
Like, it literally comes out of darkness because you do have to get some important information for the story moving forward. Even though the games itself, you could probably just skip them.
Wait, did you put back cover there? Or no,
this
that's
back
you.
cover?
I don't know.
Let me zoom
Because
in.
back cover is a completely different thing. I can't see.
I know.
Oh, no, you put Union Cross. It looks like Union Cross.
Union
Yep,
Cross.
Unchained and Union
Alright.
Cross.
Alright, which one do we got next?
Then the biggest one. Oh,
Back cover, and then 0.2.
okay, back cover.
Yes.
We have yet to watch that,
they
but
had
you
to,
have.
because they had to introduce Masters of Masters, or else you wouldn't know who the hell he was.
That's
Okay.
true.
Would you like to understand back cover, or would you like to wait until the thing?
You know what? I'll wait till the thing. I'll just let
Okay.
you two judge it. How about that?
I vaguely remember it, so I'll leave this one to her.
Let's see, how would I phrase the... He's a dick!
I'm sensing a theme here tonight.
This is a theme we
The
have.
reason being is Masters of Master is gaslighting so many people, and he's also so manipulative, and he's kind of a prick. But also, I don't know if he's really a good guy, and we just don't know.
Just like he's kind of a prick.
No, for real, because it's just, I mean, without really kind of spoilers, it's like...
What is this?
Without going into spoilers, it's so complicated
sorry.
because he acts like a complete imbecile, but then it's also around the time he's just like, you don't know if I'm actually one to help out if I'm planning for its destruction. And I'm like, bro, what? Are you good or bad? What are you doing? Are you a good guy or a bad guy? And like, I'm like, bro, you broke your students. You mentally abused the students because now they're confused on your wording.
Oh
They're like,
my.
but the
Oh,
master
dear.
said, the master said we have to do this, and they're like, well, the master said we have to do that, and I'm like, stop listening to the masters. He's a goofball.
He's a goofball.
I love that. That's funny.
And also, what's really funny is also voiced by Ray Chase, and
Yep.
he's literally just doing the most. He is hamming up that performance so much.
He really
It is
is.
ridiculous.
I can hear when he does them. Like, yeah, he was just hamming it up.
He's just doing the most.
He is doing the most in that character. It's ridiculous. Like one
Like,
time, like
especially compared to how he portrayed Noctis, I'm like, this is a huge change up.
it's crazy.
Oh,
It's
man.
crazy. Like
He's doing the
I think
most.
one scene, like he's trying to be serious, and like he's like, but you didn't listen to my story. And I'm like, what? You're supposed to be the master of masters, right? Like
Right.
you're supposed to be serious. What? And then one time, just straight up fell asleep. In the I'm like, sir.
So this is going in mid, clearly.
It sounds very much so mid. from what- how
It's
she
mid,
described it.
almost enjoyable, but mostly just it's mid.
So mostly mid.
Mostly
mostly
mid.
I like
Only
that.
reason because like it's just I mean I feel like I wish they kind of explained a little bit more. Like they just sort of kind of cut it really short, and I'm like, "Ah, you're not gonna go into it. Like you're just gonna force us to play the mobile game. Like, okay." But yeah, he's a
Alright.
very interesting fellow. But anyway,
Interesting is a word.
Okay.
oh god,
Now back
that.
at 0.2.
hang on, let me take a drink of water before my voice
Oh.
goes.
Here we go.
0.2. You mean the start of the game that should have been the start of the game? How dare you lock off content behind this and not
If
give
I
it
may.
to me?
Yep.
If I may, I would like
God.
to present Exhibit A of my complaint.
You have my consent.
Exhibit A.
Mhm.
0.2 is a tragedy because
Yeah.
by itself, it is clearly an incomplete game.
Yeah.
It needed to be a part of Kingdom Hearts 3 for the main reason of how Kingdom Hearts 2's Roxas story points kind of went. There are story beats in 3 that would make a lot more sense if you played the context of 0.2. And it is a tragedy and a shame because for some strange reason they felt that they did not need to include this, and I feel like overall the story of Aqua would have made more sense. I feel like 3 would have been lifted up from whatever hole it's dug itself into. And it's just very frustrating that there are hints in there that if people didn't even bother to pick up this game, you're just gonna completely miss with future beat points.
Yeah.
And I've already beaten the horse, so I'm gonna let the horse heal. I'm so sorry.
Mm.
I've beaten this horse to a point to death.
Oh, she's beating the horse. The horse is struggling to get up. Oh no! Here comes Boa with the chair. Bang! I mean, I'm mad. I'm just mad that like you showed me this, and it was awesome, and it connected Birth by Sleep to this game, and continued that thread, and it would have been a great, compelling way to open up 3, and they left it on the cutting room floor. Like,
Exactly. I was like,
what are you
what?
doing?
What are you
Like I
doing?
said, the greatest
Also-
tragedy is the Aqua. Literally every time Aqua shows up in the game, it's like if you okay, imagine you're playing the game. Imagine you're playing 3. You play as Aqua. You go through all the worlds. You do this, and you know she falls. And then you like 12, 13 hours in, maybe 15 hours back in, and you see her again, and you're like, oh, she's back, she's returned. Otherwise, if you didn't play 0.2 and you just kind of got here, you're like, huh, what happened to Aqua? Why
Oh
is
no,
she-
the greatest tragedy of 0.2. Why the hell do I need an origin story for why Mickey lost his shirt?
Yes.
I
I'm so
don't
glad
need
you addressed
this,
that. I was like,
Disney.
why was this needed?
That was so stupid. That was
Yeah, that's so stupid. That
I
was
was
so
like,
dumb.
really? Of all the details, do we have to bend over backwards for that? Like, what are you doing?
We have to have continuity.
Mm,
It
It takes
Oh,
place
it's
10 years
continuity,
for the
alright.
first game.
Yeah,
We're like, we forgot to give him a shirt.
can I push to put 0.2 in enjoyable, because I know it's not much, but for what is there, I did like it.
Mm-hmm.
And
I feel like
and
they had ideas of what they wanted to do for 3. Like it's kind of your first taste of 3 after like
Mhm.
having being told like, yeah, it's coming. There were some. I feel like they do explain some things, and oh my god, what was I forgot which clip it was, but I was freaking out when he's when she comes across Terra, like the imagery of Terra and Ventus, and the fact that he says, "You see," essentially like you see me as Terra, and this isn't the first time we have encountered this type of event. And you can place that all the way back in 2. Like Roxas and Naminé having a conversation. They were like you remember me the way I remember you, and I remember you the way you remember me. Basically, I see you as Naminé, so whenever I see Kairi, I'm going to see Naminé, and vice versa. So for Aqua, his appearance might be Terranort, but she sees him as Terra because that's how she remembers him. And then even if you want to go a little step further with 3, how do you know I'm Yozora? This is how you see Yozora, but this is not what I actually look like. Terra said the exact same words, and you know what would have been perfect if that was included in 3, and then you get all the way to Remind and Yozora, and he's pulling back something from like 50 hours ago.
Very well said.
Oh my god! Why was it included?
I'm still gonna push to put it in enjoyable.
I mean, I will say it's enjoyable.
It is enjoyable.
It is enjoyable. It's just
It's short, enjoyable,
Speaking of
but
two-
it should have been in front of Kingdom Hearts 3. But they
do you
gave us
have
the
an-
funniest joke.
Do you have us another enjoyable clip?
Yes,
That is a mistake.
I mean, they are the adults.
they are the adults technically.
Huh?
Bruh.
I never would have thought you'd fail that exam, sir.
Damn, Goofy. You didn't have to roast him. Well, he is my son. I have to get one in on him at some point. Goofy just had no chill there.
No chill. That I was just like,
Wow.
wait, did he actually just say that? I was like, wow.
Ay, 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 ay.
0.2 up at enjoyable, and then the biggest beef of them all,
Biggest one.
Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh my god.
Would you like to take the honors at first, Boa?
Yes, I'll let you go first, cause I'm not ready.
Why is the best content in DLC? Anyway.
Very well
I
said.
gotta get some water. Hold on. Now I gotta get some.
Oh, he actually went to get water. Oh man.
Yeah, 3. Oh god, 3. Everything they said right about Kingdom Hearts 2 is like the opposite of 3. Everything went right for 2. Like the music, the
Yeah.
pacing, the audio, the direction, the opening sequence, the end of the like 3 just was like 3 kind of came in and was like, what are we doing? Because you come in, the game is announced like what 2013, 2014. It's officially released 2019, so like what are we looking at, like 6-7 years later or whatever.
Yep.
And you get dubstep as the opening sequence. Like,
See,
dubstep-
that always
that's
threw me
your
off. I was like,
I still don't hate that song, but
I don't hate Face My Fears. I'm like,
I
the
just-
dubstep is random, a little behind its
And
time, maybe.
especially with a dubstep artist that's like kind of waned out of the spotlight anyway.
Yeah.
You know, like I mean, maybe 2012, 2013, he was
No,
everywhere.
you don't understand, man. Skrillex was always a real one. He loved Kingdom Hearts.
Right.
It's like,
Uh-huh.
Like, yeah. He's like,
And I'm a monkey's uncle. Yeah, right.
Anyway.
But no, it's just from the beginning. It just got off on the wrong foot. And like I said, we could talk about 0.2 being connected to 3 all we want, but like it just started off on the wrong foot. It's just a really awkward opening. We're sort of just thrown into like, I feel like we just started and we're missing content already. It was like, what, like we're just here. We're just here, and it's like there's no build up. At least with like 2 in 1, there's like some build up until like, okay, where are we? What's happening right now? What's going on? What do we got to do? And here it's just like, I don't know. We just feel like we just popped in the middle of a conversation. I'm like, oh, we need you.
I just
Okay.
I just don't understand. Like, what was the pacing of this game? Because there's
God,
no
the pacing.
Oh,
It's so. That's my
it
biggest
is.
complaint.
Yep.
This is one of the worst examples of pacing in a game because it's just like, what are we doing?
It's like what they did for this one, and this is like on 2-tier level. The overall story, because like in the first 2 games, like the overall plot of Kingdom Hearts melded well with the Disney plot
Yeah.
throughout the entirety of the game. Like even in the beginning, like you were seeing stuff like from the overall plot in the game. You don't really see much of that in the first few worlds. Like maybe you get like a hint here and there, but it's like it's mostly just like it's just weird how it's just scene by scene of the same movie without like any sort of origin story that they normally have, like except for maybe like the Pixar worlds. Like those are probably some of the better worlds because they didn't do beat by beat of the same story. They had their own plot, and I think they had more creative freedom which made it more interesting, and that's why you saw most of the overall plot content, so like the stuff with the organization, in those worlds, instead of like, I don't know, the others, because it didn't make sense. And it's like, you get to the final, like once you get through all the Disney World, it's just so back end plot heavy. It's crazy.
It's just like
it's very
so
plot heavy. It's very
heavy.
exposition heavy in the back half. Like you get a tiny bit in the middle and a little bit at the beginning, but then cap is bam, 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 fight, and it's like you just feel like you don't have a breather.
Exactly.
And one final thing before I hand over to Boa.
He's sitting in the chair. He's waiting. He's ready to go.
What the hell is going on with Frozen?
Oh my god.
Frozen?
I was biting my tongue, trying so hard not to say it.
Frozen is my biggest gripe in the entire game.
Yes.
What the hell was going on with the development of that? Because you can tell that had the biggest interference from the executives in the entire games.
Nah,
Clearly
excuse me.
interference.
I want an explanation of what the hell happened here. You owe me an explanation here. Because what the hell is this? This is like when your kid like puts some like mangled like monstrosity of a science fair project together to bring to school, and you're the teacher dragging them to the parents. What is this?
Exactly.
What is
like, what is this?
What is this? I want an explanation.
Like, even if you go to the previous worlds in the prior main game titles, like, yeah, you have some bad worlds, but there's always still, like, something enjoyable with each, even, like, the lesser worlds in the prior game. Like, I know we were talking about, too, like, one of the worst games in the worst levels in the game was Pirates of the Caribbean, but there's still some enjoyable content, like, you know, with the back and forth bickering between Sora and Jack, like, that's kind of funny.
Yeah, that was funny.
And just, like, and there's just the awkwardness of it, but it's, like, you still enjoy it. There's nothing enjoyable about Frozen. You have to go up and then down and then up and then down again 3 goddamn times up the forsaken mountain.
And then you go up, and then my tail. It's just like, oh my god.
Over and over again. You gotta go through a castle that for some reason, like, magically has the power to build an ice castle.
Somehow just had power to build an ice castle.
Yeah, despite being a lightning wielding.
Besides being a lightning wielder, she has apparently magic abilities.
She just makes dark ice castles. Like, okay.
I was like,
I guess we combine lightning with snow. That's what they create. Ice crystal castle.
In some of the dialogue even mentioned that they left in clearly was hinting that there was a boss fight with Elsa, but because Elsa's their #1 money princess, they don't want her to be evil or anything of the sort, because it would make more sense for the ice castle to be her castle, for us to go through this castle to get to her eventually. In fact, when you go up to her actual castle, you can glitch in, you can see some of the map that's around the interactive map. So they probably had to move it to a different location on the map in terms of the development of it, to make it not hers, but clearly it's hers. And then when you go to the was it the wolf thing? That is like that would be the perfect fight, because Larxene literally sitting here, we don't know which side she's going to be on. Yes, she's a princess of... Is she going to be darkness or she's going to be light? Because that's the actual character in the movie.
Exactly.
We don't know. She's battling her demons, and that would have been a perfect fight. To be like, she's teetering on the edge of darkness in the game, and we don't know if she's going to turn into a bad guy, and you have to basically do what you do when you fight beasts and make her come to her senses, and then having Snowball, I think this character's name is Snowball, fight with you would make even more sense! Because that's his master.
So he wouldn't actually even be fighting Elsa. It would have been the Wolf Heartless. All they did was just make
and then
that
she would have turned back.
Exactly.
But it's like it's clear interference. It's clear interference. And then why would you? And you know why I say it's clear interference? You could have made any other cutscene, anything else. Why would you have a 3-minute version of Let It Go? Like, you could have put anything else in there. Why are you just putting Let It Go in there? Like, full on, beginning to end in.
Hey, Lily Turner. What's up?
I think I'm just more upset I think I'm just more upset at the fact that I was so ready to blame Disney for that, and then it turns out, oh no, that was Nomura's idea. I'm like, why do you complicate these things for me?
He's been wanting to do musicals for a while.
We can tell.
Nice.
He definitely wants
Go start your own project. Don't do that in here.
He was trying to make 13 Verses a musical a little bit, and they were like, no.
Mm-hmm.
We're not.
Hey, how
He
am I
probably
doing?
had
Sorry, you kind of caught us in the middle of a rant about Kingdom Hearts 3.
He probably had to agree to it because they literally had to find ways to make up time for the world, because they were like, listen, we already built the daggone castle. You know, we got to find ways to make up time.
You know, I'll come back around to in a minute here.
Oh, this makes me feel woozy. Jesus Christ.
There's so much to rant about. There's just so much beef.
Bro, I feel like I pulled a vein in my throat.
I
That's
feel
not even
like
the whole game. That's just Frozen itself.
That's just Frozen World.
I feel like somewhere in the development of 3, they completely forgot what we loved about the first 2 games. I feel like that got so lost in the sauce of other things.
Yeah, it really
Because
did.
I came into the game not like excited for it. Start out once again in the Olympus Coliseum. We're like, okay, whatever. You know, Twilight Town, Duska. Okay, we're gonna let loose. And then you see how many worlds you're working with, and I'm like, wait, why are there so little worlds? Okay, well, you know, hey, I guess if we're, you know, going along with things, then that'll be fine. And then yeah, like the gameplay, like this one thing I can honestly say about 3's gameplay, it's awesome. It really is. I do feel like because the story is so weird
at times.
It's so weird and convoluted.
It feels a little too
but,
frantic
God,
sometimes for me, but it is.
I love that gameplay. You can't tell me, or you can't tell me otherwise. But
then,
that's fine.
And then, Boa, you had pointed out literally with 2, with one thing that worked with 2 was that you would do basically Act 1 of the world, you would leave and then do and then you would come back and essentially do Act 1 in Kingdom Hearts 2. But in 3, you can just honestly finish the world in one go, and there's no reason for you to really go back unless you're collecting like collectibles, and that's kind of defeats the purpose. You have that much area
This is a minor gripe of mine. Some of the worlds are just too big. That's easy to get lost in them. It's happened to me in Tangled, definitely Frozen, and it's case in times in Toy Story.
Yeah, I mean, like I don't mind the whole like, okay, we're gonna stay in this world and finish it, because like technically we did that in the first game. You know, that was what we did in Kingdom Hearts 1. So that's not my issue with it. My issue with the games is that it just feels like, yeah, I think the longer I went into the game, there was this nagging feeling of like, this is not tying together correctly. It feels like every world was developed at a different period of time where and it was made out of order, so we don't know what the story is going on here.
Right.
Not all of you could tell not all of the worlds were treated equally. And I don't know, for some reason that weirdly bothers me with this game. I'm not saying that like all the worlds in 2 were the same or equal.
They weren't. Felt like it. But they weren't, but they did feel like it. Or at least they all had their own better treatments.
I feel like part of it was also, yeah, because I feel like part of it was because you had the familiarity with the Disney movies in those games. So like we know the story. So like, okay, we're ready to go with the story. So we'll get with the story beats. But in this one, they like certain worlds you're following the story. Other worlds, you're doing your own thing. It's like, what?
It's not cohesive.
Yeah, it's not cohesive.
What made 2 better is that not only did each world kind of had their own individual thing, but they were always talking about the overarching story in each world. With 3, you don't really have that. Like some, as you just said, like some of the worlds was like, here you have its individual containment. And then that's it. You're just whatever. And then you go on, and then now it's like, hey, plot point, and then some other stuff, and it's like, it really does feel like, you know, it's discombobulated. It's very discombobulated. And then one of the other things I wanted to add is, I think what really kind of pulls it down is its advertising leading up to it. They showed way too much. and I think that negatively affects it.
Yeah.
Because there are something like I think one of the final trailers literally was showing like, hey, look at this, Ventus is back. Like, what? Like, wouldn't that be a great surprise? You just literally are showing them.
I do kind of feel like the problem with 3, as I was kind of saying before, is that sort of the wonder of the first game, and especially more in the second game, is the idea of like, hey, we get to run through the Disney world and really explore the Disney worlds and get excited for that. I feel like 3, because it's like, well, we told so much story at this point, that kind of has to take a back seat. And I'm like, you do understand that this has always been a collaboration between Square Enix and Disney.
Right.
You kind of can't ignore the Disney element. And I feel like
and it wasn't even Final Fantasy either.
No, I didn't Final Fantasy exactly.
Yeah, Final Fantasy, Square Enix, and Disney. But it's like 3, I feel like really did kind of put the Disney element on the back burner.
They weren't creative because, like I said, I feel like they weren't as creative. But like in the previous times, like you had the plot of the quote unquote movie that they were telling, but it wasn't like scene from scene. The thing that annoyed me with 3, it was like scene from scene. Like literally, I'm like, am I watching the movie or I'm playing a game? Like, what are we doing?
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I understand, we're getting further and further away from the 70s and the 60s and the 80s, but I'm like, is there a reason why you can't touch some of those games, those movies from that era? Like, is there a reason why we can't get Robin Hood or the Rescuers?
Because it's just easier to.
I guess it's easier to just get the more. Yeah, especially the CGI and the more modern Disney movies.
Like, it can't be that difficult. Because I'm like, a lot of those old movies really would translate well to like, hello, do you think a lot of us 90s kids would want the Emperor's New Groove as a world? Yes, please.
Absolutely. I've been asking that for years. Please.
I mean, if you look at Hercules World, like Hercules World was a little like some of the designs were a little janky translated into the like cell shaded whatever design they kind of had for 3. Like I'm like,
but it's more just like, really, we're starting this game again. The Olympus Coliseum again.
And you don't even have a Coliseum to do the fights in. I was like, that's one of the biggest disappointments. Every numeral game had a Coliseum you could do fights in for fun.
Exactly.
You didn't even have that. It's like, what am I doing?
And I was like, what are we doing?
What are we doing?
Give us the llama.
Give us the llama.
I'm trying to think because you covered most of the problems with Frozen, and Frozen is just this. I don't want to pick. It's like we're really beating a dead horse there, but that Frozen world.
It has the most problems of all the worlds in Kingdom Hearts 3. That's its issue.
It's not coherent. It's just not. Like there's clearly signs that don't make sense.
Because the world that I expected to really dislike the most in this game ended up being the one that I absolutely adored and I think had no reason to be as good as it was, which was the Monsters Inc. world. Like,
that probably was a better one.
How do you give me a game with a story for Monsters Inc. that would have honestly worked as a sequel to the original Monsters Inc. that was far better than what Pixar came up with? How did you do that?
Thank you for reminding me to bring up the best joke in that whole game.
Because, and also, again, what do we say? Vanitas. The minute he appears, he makes everything better. Also, the fact that the game, that world literally ends with the best joke. Can we argue?
Yes.
Can we argue of the entire franchise? Because I really think it is. I really think it is.
Vegetus of Vanitas.
Yep.
Vegetus of Vanitas.
You know what happens now.
You know what happens. He really just ass happened.
Let me go.
Let me go.
Over here, Sully. Over here, Sully.
Can I take the chair? I'm gonna take the door. Take the other door. Take this other door.
Yes! I mean, straight up, just iconic.
Oh my gosh.
I really this was the point. I'm sitting there in the game and I'm just like, how are the Pixar characters so much more smarter than the Disney characters?
That's what I want to know.
I think because they had more creativity. Like clearly, like the Toy Story world, the Monsters Inc. world, even Big Hero 6, they had more creativity, and I think that's usually why some of them are the better worlds because they weren't as strict, and I feel like the ones that like beat by beat are more strict.
God, I don't get it. I don't get it. How do you give me a world in the Monsters Inc. world that is like genuinely better than Monsters University? How's that possible? Like how is that possible? Like the part where we're going outside and the factory's on fire and we're running from this, I was like, whoa, this is kind of cool. Like what? How
exactly. It was like, how did we do this? I don't know how we did it. I love it.
What?
Speaking of Pixar, one more clip.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. Darkness is the heart's true nature.
Yeah, whatever you're talking about, put Buzz back the way he was and get lost.
That's what toy.
Yeah. I am a toy.
Right. I'm a toy.
And
you're
a friend. My guess is no one's ever loved you before.
I mean, he really went straight.
Yes, he really did.
Oh wait, that's right. He can't because that man don't have a heart.
Exactly.
That's funny. That's so...
Yeah, no, I think them having development, like having switching the engine and messing with their timetables, like really affected them. And then also around that time, they were just working on way too many things, and I think tension was divided, which didn't help.
Mm-hmm.
Way too many things. Keyword.
And
yeah.
And I think it's. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
The worst part about it is that the Disney stuff was fun for what it was. They could have gone further. You could have added another 2 worlds. I wouldn't have played. Frankly, I would have liked another 2 worlds to just have fun in there. Honestly, we did not need the Winnie the Pooh world showing up again. As much as I like Winnie the Pooh, it didn't do anything in the 3rd game. And it's like, you could say whatever it was about its appearance in the 2nd game. We let it go because there's so many other worlds in that game.
Yeah.
It's fine. But the 3rd game, you absolutely did not need it in there. I'm sorry. It did not do anything.
It really didn't.
And the cooking game was kind of fun.
Yes.
Yeah,
but then, to your point, it's just like, exposition at the beginning of the game, Disney World / Pixar World shenanigans in the middle. Okay, let's just go into one boss fight after another. Hey, you got time for complicated story? After another. What is going on here?
Yeah.
It was not smooth at all. In fact, not only was it not smooth, it had the nerve to get even more complicated the further into it you go. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What in the hell?
It gets really like the back end of it is just it's so rough.
It is so rough.
It's so rough.
Then, oh no, I haven't gotten to my favorite part yet. Because I only played the base game of Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh, that's right. They got to experience the Remind DLC.
I didn't see all the extra content that was created for the game. How on earth are you going to put some of the best material of the back half of that game locked away behind paid DLC? I hate modern gaming.
Because the main game was probably made by Team B, and the DLC was made by Team A because they're not working.
I hate modern gaming. I hate it so much. I genuinely hate it.
Yeah.
Are you serious? Are you serious? Are you kidding me? Really? Yeah, I have to pay $40 extra to play as Kairi and Riku and the other likes. Yeah,
and honestly, better boss fights. Way better boss fights.
Way better boss fights. A little too better, in my opinion.
I don't want to swear, but it's gonna make me swear because it makes me angry. and then the sheer audacity of some of the cool boss fights at the end, with all of the characters meeting up, something we've been wanting to see for some time, and you put it my DLC.
Exactly. Even just getting to play as some of those characters, like the chance to play as Riku and Aqua and our boy Roxas.
And don't forget, Roxas, was it? Hey, you're pretty good. What was your name? Ventus?
So, well, you're not too bad yourself. I was like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, I hate modern gaming. I hate modern gaming so much. I hate modern gaming. Like, that's because you can't tell me that's not what that is. There's no reason. You couldn't have taken a little extra time to put that in the game. Oh no! But you want to put that monstrosity of a frozen world? I just give me a table. Just a table flip.
God.
It thinks about the table flip.
This is the hardest one to rank.
It is the hardest one to rank because it has the most problems in any Kingdom Hearts game, in my opinion.
I don't know if I want to put. I mean, I don't know if it's enjoyable, but I feel like it's better than mid.
I feel like I'm gonna tell you right now. I think the Frozen World enough knocks this thing down to mid because that Frozen World,
It's atrocious. It is.
Yeah.
That Frozen World is such a disastrous monstrosity. It's just a waste of my time.
I think what's really upset at the Frozen World is that there's clearly evidence of the plot of the direction they want to go into, and then you clearly see the direction they did go into, and it's like, why?
Yeah,
Why?
you're just like, why?
Why did you release it like this? What are you doing? Unlike the Tangled World, I don't know. I remember giving the Tangled praise when I first played it because I'm like, oh yeah, well it is like the story. Except I realized, yeah, wait a minute, Sora, Riku, and Sora, Donald, and Goofy are not well integrated into the story at all.
See, the first half of it was not good, and then when Marluxia actually joins, I'm like, then it gets a little bit better because then he's starting to incorporate, the overall plot, and it makes perfect sense because he does with flowers, and this is the flower thing, etc. So I think that works.
Mm-hmm.
And this is how blanked I was. I completely forgot that he does actually talk to Mother Gothel and was like, I can do this, X, Y, and Z.
Mm-hmm.
I still have mixed feelings on the Toy Story. I think it wasn't what I wanted. I think that's the best way I can put it. It was cool. The fact that you can build a world this big, it's this expansive, and do a lot is like, whoa, that is really cool. It just wasn't what I wanted from a Toy Story world. I'll put it that way.
Fair.
I'm trying to think. I'm blanking on the other world. San Francisco. That's another.
Oh yeah,
world.
San Francisco.
I know you love that world. I personally wanted to do more with it, and
I'm with you. That I was like, I wanted to do more in San Francisco.
Like, I love the rail sliding stuff. I think that I have a funny clip with that. That was pretty fun. But I'm like, they could have pushed it. They really could have pushed it more with that world. And I'm sad that they didn't do it. Oh my god, why am I blanking on the other worlds? Monsters Inc. I loved. The Monsters Inc. world I loved. The Frozen was a mess. Oh, the Pirates world.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about Pirates much.
The Pirates world, Port Royal came back, and it was cool. It was really cool. It was all over the place. It was a complete
the plot points were strange, but being able to go on the boat and the graphics was great.
Yeah.
Also, just seeing Sora just punch the shit out of David Jones is just.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, that too.
I don't know what happened in the late 2000s, the early 2010s, but the gaming world just figured out how to make really good boat gameplay, battleship gameplay, because I can add that part of Kingdom Hearts 3 to Assassin's Creed 3, which would then turn into Black Flag because everybody loved the boat fights in Assassin's Creed 3, but also the pirate ship fights in Sly Cooper 3. Like, what? How did we figure out how to do really good, fun battleship combat? But thank you. Because, like, yeah, the sailing around the ocean, exploring the islands, finding the stuff, that's always fun. It's going to be fun in any game you put it in. And like, I'll excuse the janky mess of the story that was the Port Royal this time around.
Yeah.
Just for the fact that the gameplay in that world was really fun. I'm forgetting another world. I swear I'm forgetting another world. Because, like, we have Olympus Coliseum and Twilight Town. Wasn't there another one at the beginning I'm missing?
Alright, let's see where we're at. Oh, what's up, Nate? Where's Melody of Memory? Oh, so I'm gonna add that one in after Kingdom Hearts 3. That one just wasn't in this file.
Where is... I'm forgetting. Like,
Where do you want me to go into Melody of Memories?
It's like Twilight. You go into Twilight Town,
okay.
and then there's the next world after that, and I'm forgetting what that is.
I don't think there was one. Because there was
Twilight
Olympus Coliseum, Twilight Town, then you go into Toy Story, Tangled, Monsters Inc. Frozen, Pirates of San Francisco, then the...
No, I think you're missing one.
Is it Jens? All I can think is Master Jensid's Tower.
Okay, so no, because so you start the game, you leave from Menson Tower, you go to Hercules World. Because it's 8 worlds, so it's like 4 each, and then you go to the next one, and then 4 each, and then you have the graveyard. So it's Toy Story, Tangled, Hercules, Toy Story, Tangled, Hercules, Twilight Town, and then the next set is San Francisco, Frozen, Big Hero 6, Pirates. Sora, I know I kept saying your name earlier, but I'm not actually calling to you, so you can stop me out.
Is it really that short of? Oh my god!
So
yeah,
yeah.
No, this game goes. Game goes in mid. No, just
so this is a good
just
list.
Just for the sheer lack of world. Yeah, just for the sheer lack of worlds that you put in the game. Matter of fact, you can put Kingdom Hearts 3 right above the Union Cross games. You can do that.
I mean, and you also have like the original world. So I mean, you have like the Keyblade Graveyard, the final world. Now, Hollow Bastion and like Twilight Town, that's why I said Hollow Bastion and Jensid's Tower were supposed to be in the game, but they're cutscenes only.
You don't understand like the gaslighting I just did myself, because I'm just out here like, I swear there was another world across the way from the toy store.
You know,
I swear it was there.
You might have been thinking about the 100 Acre Wood, even though we already touched on that one.
I think it was the Olympus Coliseum that appeared across the way, and it's like, that doesn't count, because we've already been there.
Meepston says, this is a good list, but we should toss Rechained Memories into darkness, and then put regular comment to mid or enjoyable. No, we kind of went into that earlier. It was a unanimous decision.
Toss Recon into darkness.
Yeah, he does not like.
No, anything that goes
into
into darkness is the GBA version. Recon at least tries to fix some things.
It did try, at least.
Oh god.
I mean, I do have some beef with Melody of Memories because just the conception of it kind of pisses me off.
Well, it's fun as a rhythm game, but it just has no more added important plot to it.
That's the point. You put critical, not even just regular content. This is critical content in a rhythm game that you only get to if you beat the game.
Yeah,
you
that's
say
the thing.
Original darkness whack? Okay, hold on. I'm not gonna ask for an age. I'm not gonna ask for an age. But as someone that has played the original GBA, I have some PTSD from that game.
I've also played the original GBA game, so
I have some scars from the GBA version of Dom.
Yeah, I think just for the I forgot about how bad
I feel like there's too many complaints with 3.
Yeah.
Than there are like positivity, unfortunately.
The game literally like hurts itself at every step of the way. Like
it really does.
Mid.
Because it had so much potential, and it's like you're shooting yourself in the foot. You have a great deal. You have a great ending and a great beginning, and you cut each of them to keep the middle. And it just
right. We were supposed to circle back around and talk about how badly Kairi got shafted. I mean, you want to talk about how a character getting shafted? What did she do in 3?
That's very frustrating.
That was frustrating. I was like,
they go hype her up. They go hype her up, saying like, "Oh, I'm doing all this training, and you're expecting her to like do something cool, and then Xehanort's like, "Okay, I'm just gonna."
He's like, "Nah, I'm gonna just kidnap you and just kill you." I'm like, "What was the point of all that?"
Also, I think a negative thing. I mean, this is kind of a minor thing to me, but not bringing Allison Stoner back, or not Allison Stoner, but Hayden Panettiere to voice Kyrie is really hard to listen to because, like, Allison Stoner is a great actress, but, like, she's just doing the Shion voice. And it just makes her sound more timid. Like, Hayden Panettiere gave Kyrie, like, attitude. She doesn't sound like she has attitude anymore.
Yeah, she really
like, she
doesn't.
Just sounds
That's
like she's
my problem.
She just sounds like she's so unsure of herself, and she's like, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, no, put some bone in your face, man.
There was definitely distinction in Kyrie's voice.
There really was, and I wish they'd bring her back, but they were like... And Hayden Panettiere, she was like, they didn't even ask me. Like, I'm like...
I was like, so what's going on? Disney's like, why didn't you ask her to come back?
I don't know. I mean, yeah, you see what, like, Allison, or Hayden Panettiere went to do with Until Dawn. It's like, yeah, and you let her go? Are you serious?
Mm-hmm. She says, I'm just scared from ReadCom, and I get more with the OG com. It makes more sense in that style.
Oh my god, I was like...
He says, yeah, Kingdom 3 belongs to mid. I don't know if it's even enjoyable because it's too easy to be all that interesting. The story's pretty lame. Agreed and agreed. And saying this as someone who 100%ed the Switch Cloud version, you're insane, by the way. I think that the KH3 is best enjoyed as a game to mindlessly play and not really have to use your brain on. That's fair. Honestly?
I wish I could. And I mean, I think the parts of my brain where I did turn it off and just play it, and we're like, yeah, I was having fun with that game. I can still have fun playing Kingdom Hearts 3.
It's like,
and that might be the reason why they're doing the opposite with like I said, when 3 came out, there was a lot of trailers, and I think I think honestly one of the biggest things that made it is down. They overhyped it. They really did. They were like people because a lot of people went in thinking this was the conclusion of the series and all this other stuff, and it was just I think they just overhyped it. And here they were like, listen, we made a mistake with how we were promoting the game. And they're keeping it very hush-hush. I think because they changed some business policies and models. And they're like, listen, we're only going to announce the game if it's ready to come out in the next 6 months.
Yeah.
I agree.
Oh, I need some TF for this. I think I pulled my Atlantic.
Oh my god. I hate my heart hurts to just say anything negative about Kingdom Hearts 3. It's like, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that, like, I don't dislike a lot of parts of the game and that I left. Okay, did I cry at the end? Yeah.
I think everyone cried at the end.
A little. I was like, we didn't want to accept the ending. But, like, now I look back on it, I'm just like, oh, it's so frustrating. It just could have been so much better, and it just wasn't.
I think that you kind of pointed out that in the perfect way. It's frustrating. The game is frustrating because we clearly can see what they need to do to make it better, and they just didn't. Yeah. It's like, for example, kind of like that movie they did with Wish. All the concept ideas sounded so much better than the actual movie, and it's like if you just didn't second guess yourself, you would have made a great product.
Oh my god.
The game doesn't really make me feel any sort of difficulty until literally the final boss. KH3 is saved by its DLC, which sucks because the DLC is just a big post-game epilogue. It shouldn't affect the rating of the entire thing. Yep, very well said, Nate.
Also the fact that, it's fucking DLC. I'm sorry, I swear. I know. I'm sorry.
That's also a big problem.
You have to pay to get this content because you can put it in the game!
Exactly, because it's locked behind paid DLC.
I hate modern gaming! Like, modern gaming is gonna make me pop a blood vessel. It's like, why? It's so stupid. It's so stupid. You're so dumb. Oh my gosh, it's frustrating. It's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. Like, I have to pay to get to the best part of the game because that's where, like, they threw all their undivided attention at the games. Like, bro, just delay the game to make this. Why? I don't like it. I don't like it. You can't convince me to like it. I will never like it.
Yep, I'm with you on that completely.
Frustrating.
At least you didn't have to fight Yozora. I did that
Yeah,
for you.
I'll give it time. Maybe I will. Maybe.
That is totally your choice.
He'll break into my house and rock me in the chair and like, here you go, have fun.
No, I have Courtney for that.
Also, the choice of Nomura to be like, hey, let's introduce this totally not Final Fantasy game, and then to have the see and be like, oh, actually, the Final Fantasy game is actually real.
Yeah.
And it's like, nani?
Mm-hmm.
Nani?
Well, since Mewston brought it up, where would you want to throw in Melody of Memories, Courtney?
I would probably say I will put it in enjoyable because it is fun. The gameplay is really fun.
Yeah, it's like as a rhythm game itself, it seems pretty fun.
And there is difficulty as you go up. Like I think like I don't think I've ever perfect the hardest song. Like I can maybe get like a 80% pass, on it. But I think I think what really frustrates me is that because I mean most of the story part of the game is basically just kind of recapping, and then it's just kind of like, okay, Kairi's trying to find Sora, like she's like, okay, let me explain how Melody Memories. In the Kingdom Hearts Remind DLC, we all know Kairi has been asleep for a year, right? Because they're looking at her heart. The time frame of her being asleep is literally Melody of Memories. Her sleeping is her playing through this game. That's literally all Melody of Memories is. What is Kairi doing while she's in a coma and dead to the world for an entire year? She's playing rhythm games.
True.
Now, the reason why I wouldn't put it in mid is because it does redeem Kairi a little bit, especially towards the end, because she's in this dream world, I mean, like I said, it's a rhythm game, so in the dream world, you're facing these other enemies, but music. Now, one of these fights, for some odd reason, I forgot why, but one of these fights is Xehanort, and it's crazy to actually see her do a one-on-one fight with Xehanort, and she's being smart about it. Like, she's actually legitimately being smart about it. And, Boa, I don't know if you care if I tell you exactly what moveset she does.
Sure.
Okay, so Kairi is fighting, so the cutscene is, Kairi is fighting Xehanort, right? And, he grabs her Keyblade, or he does something. No, did he grab her Keyblade or her wrist? I forgot what it is. I think he grabbed something to stop her. So she unsummons her Keyblade and then summons it in her free hand and tries to whack him in the head. And I was like, Sora doesn't do that. I haven't seen Sora actually do that. She actually tried to. She's like, oh, I can't use this hand. Okay, let me just use the other hand. And then almost beats him on a 1v1. And I was like, where is this Kairi in the base game? And I have to pay a whole separate game to get this version of the Kairi we even wanted. That actually showing her the practice she's been learning. and then they're like, and then just, I don't know.
Yeah. No.
Also, for some strange reason, and this is the funniest part that like I said, that I dropped it to just where it's at. For some strange reason, the fairy godmother is just OP. Like, the fairy godmother
for some reason.
She just drops like a shitload of exposition out of nowhere. She's like, oh, come with me, and then just it's like, well, it could be this unreality. What the f are you talking about, old lady?
I just, again, if there was ever like that, like I started the nerd joke in this series just for like as a one-off, but I'm like, I really did touch upon like a crux thing that I kind of wish the games kept, which is like all the villains are smart enough to look outside of their world to know what's going on, but so are the magicians and the fairies and the magic wielder. They're like, they're smart and they know what's going on and they know the world is connected, but like they can't move between the worlds because they got to keep the balance, right? I wish Kingdom Hearts did not drop that and kept that in there, because I feel like this would have been so much more interesting. Like, granted, I love seeing the Final Fantasy characters interacting with Merlin and the likes in Hall of Bastion and such. How cool would it have been if you had the fairy godmother appearing from time to time, or some of the other magic wielding characters? It's a fun plot point, I hate that Kingdom Hearts dropped it. I think that's why.
In the world,
It's like that's why I think putting Kingdom Hearts 1 up in Amazing is still relevant because I'm like, yeah, because there really was a sense of like that Disney magic wonder mixed with that element of Final Fantasy and Square Enix properties, and like no other game has really kind of touched that ever since then. Like I get it because they had to expand the Kingdom Hearts world. They had to make that a thing.
And what's really funny is even going back all the way to the first game with Trident, and you can even draw it of he's just an old being, like an ancient being that he's aware. Yep. You know, that's why he's like, I know you're not from here, because he's aware. He's old. He's ancient. He's lived long enough. Most of the
you ain't no sea swimmer. I know you walk on the land with them legs. You ain't gonna get one over on me.
That's why at the end of 3 makes no sense. Like, hey, let's just pick up the kids from Twilight Town and bring them over to like Destiny Island because we can.
Like, wait, what? Like, huh?
Like, aren't we breaking the? Aren't we like? What are we doing?
Yeah, we're totally breaking the Trident somewhere. Trident somewhere out in the ocean of Destiny Island. It's just
like, as the key bearer, you must already know. One must not meddle in the affairs of other worlds.
But they said, do not meddle in the affairs of other worlds.
I was waiting for the Bentley voice. I was waiting for it.
The Bentley voice. Oh man.
The snobby know-it-all. Like, do not meddle in the affairs of other worlds.
I don't like this. Excuse me. I have.
The stickler.
The stickler. This what got me.
Excuse me, Morris John. I have problems.
Oh my god.
Oh, stickler. I'm going to get that sewn one way or another. Pity you won't be here to see it.
We'll see it is so funny.
Oh man.
I really love that character. It's way too much. Way too much.
He just has the funniest moments, honestly.
He really does. The devil in Cuphead is just so funny. He's so funny.
Yeah. Alright. With all that, I say, let's look at our beautiful creation of a tier list.
Was there ever any doubt?
Nope. We all knew what needed to go where.
So which game do we have on the bottom? Which one is that?
Yeah, let's zoom in a bit. So in the darkness tier, we have Coded, Recoded, and Chain of Memories.
GBA specifically.
The GBA one specifically.
Wait, need to make one more tier.
Uh-oh.
What's the tier, Nate? Call it Banished to the Void.
That might be where GBA goes.
If you're talking about Banished to the Void, you can put Recoded and Chain of Memories there.
Yeah. He's like, no, absolutely not.
And place Kingdom Hearts Missing Link to that tier. Oh!
Wow.
You know what? That's genius. I see the logic.
The disrespect. Great time to have ads, by the way.
Banished to the Void. Missing.
It is a great time to have ads. Yep.
Forever missing.
I am so glad he brought that up. I was like, oh my gosh.
No wonder it's called
Missing Link.
No wonder it's called the Missing Link, because I keep forgetting it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just being mean.
And to think they had like voice acting in there, and people had to try to demo like
How do I put it this way? He's a dick! He's just a dick! Josh was a dick!
It was just the way it's just the way she said that.
That's so funny.
Actually, you know what it reminds me of that? The way it said it. I don't know if you've seen those Sanai and Hap videos. Those little simple circle drawings. But there was a short where I guess this guy and his girlfriend, they go to a restaurant, and they were like, "Oh, we don't need menus here. We're just going to base it off of what you said, and that will be your order." And well, for some reason, the guy gets a plate of that, but the way the waiter says, he's like, what is this? This is not what it ordered." And they're like, "Well, sir, we scanned your mind, and we noticed that you wanted a plate of," and that's the way he said it.
Oh my goodness!
And that's what it reminded me of.
He's a dick. It's
Right.
not just right. It's not just dick. Diak. Right. He's dick.
Listen, I gotta emphasize that because he really is bad. I hate that guy. Just
All right. Well, I guess the other takeaway for me, this tier list, is I gotta play The World Ends With You.
Yes, it is a great game, and I do recommend playing it. Yep, they do have it on the modern platforms now, including Nintendo Switch and the PlayStation.
Yeah, finding it on the PS5 shouldn't be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, playing it on the DS, it was a little tricky because you have to pay attention to screens, and I just unfortunately kept letting my partner die, and I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm trying.
I'm trying. Okay,
Like
so...
my attention can only be on so many screens.
Exactly. All right, the new tier, Banished to the Void. We have Missing Link. Then in Darkness, we have Coded, Recoded, and Chain of Memories. Then the mid tier, Rechain of Memories, 358/2, Union Cross, and then Union and Union Cross, Kingdom Hearts 3 and back cover. Do we agree?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Enjoyable. The Dream Drop Distance games, Birth by Sleep 0.2, and Missing Link. I mean, no, Melody of Memories. Oh, I'm tired.
Yeah. No,
Melody
I
of
think,
Memory.
yeah, again, that sounds right.
Okay, Amazing. Birth by Sleep Final Mix, and the Kingdom Hearts 1 and 1 Final Mix.
Yes.
And Goated, we all know, Kingdom Hearts 2 and Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix.
Was there ever any doubt?
Nope, there never was.
Go!
You say I don't believe you. That's why he's the goat!
That's why he's the goat! The goat!
Dude, I need some tea. My throat is...
It's so weird. I gotta find where that is originally.
Oh, that's right. I was gonna Google that. Hang on.
Yep.
It's just like, is this man okay? Is your man alright? Oh, I forgot. Oh God, why did you remind me of that? Oh. I forgot. Somebody's making a dumb animated movie called Goat, with it's an actual goat that plays basketball with Steph Curry involved. I forgot.
My gosh. That sounds so stupid.
It's so stupid. It's like, I forgot about that. I had to erase that from my memory. I remember us playing back the DLC of 3, and that was what I was complaining about. I was like, oh, why? Why are they doing this to me? Yes.
What?
But
We did
no,
it.
I think that is it. Yeah. No.
Yep.
Yeah. And also, just the makers of 3. You can also go Banished to the Void.
They may also go Banished to the Void.
I don't know who this guy was talking about. I'm trying to see who is calling the goat.
And I was like, who is the goat?
I don't know. I have
Tier list successfully downloaded. Bet.
I have no clue.
Yeah.
Also, you know why it's really upsetting? Missing Link is also is banished is because it would have been the first game to explore bloodlines, and I'm
Sure
like,
it would've
oh,
been.
I can't use the meme with the whole "Congrats on the sex"
Wait, what?
And on
because
that,
we would have figured out whose parents are whose.
But I know, but what?
That was
What?
actually a thing when Missing Link came out and people heard bloodlines. They were like, oh, we're gonna find who's the whose parents are related to who, and now we know kids, and if they have kids, then that exists in the world of Kingdom Hearts. And I was like, this is actually a topic discussion.
Apparently, someone said that was a topic discussion. It did not need to be, but it is.
I mean, we know who Xehanort's like great grandfather is.
We do.
Yes, they mentioned it. It was at the it got mentioned at the end of Dark.
Huh.
And it is a character we've seen before.
Cause why wouldn't it be?
And I'm
Yippee.
like, they explained it, and I was like, him?
Hmm.
Him? He hooked up with somebody. Who's his baby mama? Who did he hook up with?
All right.
do
Well,
that.
I think that.
Yep. I think that's a wrap for the night.
Yep.
Tea.
Mhm.
That's really need some tea.
Oh yes, spill that
Is there anyone
tea.
we want to raid?
I'm gonna wake up with a strain in my throat tomorrow.
Beef.
Okay. David Gallic is playing Escape from Duck Cove. We'll give him a raid. Alright. So, we have completed the tier list. And for those curious, I will post it on my socials probably by tomorrow. But there you go. There's our takes and all our thoughts throughout the Kingdom Hearts series. For those who stayed with us
Yay.
through this entire thing, I salute you and thank you for joining us, being with us on this journey. I need some water and some sleep. So, good night, everyone. Oh, before I forget, next time around, we will get around to watching back cover, so we can add more. So there is still more to do in Kingdom Hearts. So, that'll do it for now. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good night.